When we are live now, good evening and good morning or good afternoon, wherever you are in the world, folks. I'd like to introduce our host for the evening. We have Daniel from Daniel Keeping Fish in the upper left-hand corner.
Co-pilot.
So wonderful to be here to steer the ship tonight. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Dave. We were talking
Thank
before.
you so much for the invite, Jeff. I'm very, very glad to have joined you tonight.
Oh, it's an honor to have you here. You're a legend, and I've been wanting to have you on here for the longest time, but I know that you've been busy with the human fry and work and everything. So I was like, I don't want to put stress on anything. So I just kind of reach out gently every now and then, and you said yes, and I was like, woo, over the moon.
I'm delighted you asked me, man. Really delighted you asked me.
Oh,
I'm a big fan of Jeff, as you can read there. Jeff's biggest fan. See there? Jeff's biggest fan.
I do see that. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you.
I'm an admirer of yours, man, and I really like what you do, and you're a really, really, really solid gentleman. So when you asked me, there's nothing that else I could do but oblige. Man. So thank you.
You're a gentleman's gentleman. So yes, that's wonderful. So
I very nearly declined. I'll be honest with you, because I had a feeling that you might have Arnold on. For the last few weeks, Arnold's been wearing that T-shirt that he's got, the red and white one. I thought he might have been doing it to tease me, and tonight he's changed it up, and I think that's out of kindness, man. So I appreciate that as well, Arnold. Thank you, man.
Right, no worries, mate.
That's nice.
We're relying on you to do a job to beat them.
Yeah, here on this show, we don't talk about sports or politics or religion. I'm sorry, but
being a Spurs fan, I know very little about any of them. So
me either. Well, we got a fun show tonight, guys. We got our 125-gallon tank, our top 5 choices, and it'll be fun. And let's go ahead and say hello to everybody in chat right quick, shall we? You want to go ahead and handle that portion of it?
We have Mal. He was in first early doors.
Hi.
We've got Andrew.
Hello, Andrew.
Hey, Andrew.
Who we got? We've got Adele. Hello, Adele.
Adele, my dear from Australia, how are you doing? Good to see you.
We've got Jack. Hi, Jack.
Oh, not on the plane.
Hi, Jack.
Only on the land. You can call him JT on the plane, not Hi Jack on the plane. Hello, Jack.
We've got Gord. Welcome, Gord.
Hello, Gord. Welcome.
We've got Shady Grady. Welcome.
Hello, Shady Grady. His name is Mike. Hello, Mike.
Mike.
We've got Jimmy P.
Jimmy P, my mate.
Jimmy, I've not seen you for ages, man. Hey, Jimmy.
It's been a long time. He was here last week, I do believe. Popped in for a moment. Good to see you.
We've got Tara. Hi, Tara.
Hello, Tara. Welcome. Oh, my goodness. I got a hello, panel and chat. Thank you so much, Tara. So good to see you.
We've got Small Time Tanks. Welcome.
Small Time Tanks. Hello. Welcome.
Sweet Acres Koi Farm.
Christine. Hello. Welcome.
Hey,
good to see you.
Yeah.
We've got Juggler.
Hello, Juggler. Welcome, mate.
Evening, Juggles.
There won't be any quizzes tonight because if we had a quiz, he wins every one of them. So.
And that is everyone. That's everyone in chat.
Everybody in the chat. All right.
Yep.
So we're caught up. Great.
Yep.
So are we ready to start our 125-gallon top 5 picks of the...
Well, we've gone around everybody, Jeff, but I don't know if you've introduced Keith yet, have you?
You know what? I don't think I meant to do that. I am so very sorry, everybody. I lose track. I'm very sorry. In our lower left-hand corner, just to my left, we have Keith from Aquatic Fanatics UK. He's been here once already, I think, and maybe he's been in chat a lot. Welcome, Keith. So good to have you here, my friend.
It's great to be here, guys.
Welcome, Keith.
Yes, welcome.
It's good to have you here.
Thank you. It's I really enjoyed the live stream, don't I? So I think as the channel grows, I think that live stream's going to be like a massive thing for the YouTube community. So for me to be involved, like I really enjoy it. So
Oh, absolutely. It's a good way to meet people and get like-minded folks together, and I find it good for networking in America here for swapping fish or plants or stuff like that. It's really you can really get some good resources and good friends from it.
yeah,
And that's
definitely.
what I
Oh
love. I
yeah,
made
I've
friends.
made quite a few contacts through the live stream, through the chat and stuff, and people I'm in touch with at least weekly now. So
That's how I met Jeff for a live stream. Never look back.
That's right. Never look back. When you're live, there's no do-overs, so we just go with the flow of it.
We have
Ron,
Ron in town.
one of the chats.
we got some great aquarists. We have great aquarists here, and people that do plants, fish, you name it. And I noticed that we have Tara, we have Magnus. Magnus is here. Hello, Magnus. Welcome,
Yep.
my friend.
Hey, Magnus.
He's
We've got
a
Patty's
legend.
Aquatic. We've got Patty here as well.
Miss Patty.
Patty, hello, Patty. Welcome, my friend. So good to see you.
Seen somebody
Happy
else called
Wednesday,
Gary's
everybody.
Aquatics as well.
We have Melvin.
Melvin is in the building. Pound
Melvin.
MITB. Melvin is definitely in the building. Welcome, Melvin.
Green Machine Sweden. Is that Magnus? Sorry.
That's Magnus. Yes, it is.
Sorry, Magnus. Right. I thought it was.
I'm seeing a
There you
question
go.
here from Gordon to Tara. Do they have electricity for the pet shop? We had a heck of a storm. I know. I'm not really sure what's going on with the. We almost nearly got hit by a tornado, though. I know that last night.
Wow.
I was on the After the Bingo stream with Andrew, and I heard this huge booming sound outside, and I actually went out and looked outside took my camera out, and I could see a funnel cloud. It's in the video. You can see it's near the end where I go outside, but I pointed the camera up, and you can see a dark cone starting to come down. So I came back in the house and came back down to the basement. But I think it didn't touch down here, but it was getting pretty gnarly out there. It was really quite bad. But I looked up and I was like, "Get back in the building, get back in the house." I was like, "Yeah, I'm going back inside."
I'm assuming when you ran down to the basement, you threw Kathy over your arm, carried her down, made sure she was safe. Yeah.
Well, she's in bed She's in the bed right now. She's if it got to be too bad, I would definitely get her down here. But I was waiting to make sure that I absolutely had to move her down here, just because of her health situation right now. She's going to be all right, but she's more comfortable in the bed. Let's put it that way.
Well, all our love to Kathy from everybody in the
Yep,
stream.
indeed.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Get
But
well soon.
I could get her down here if needed be.
Get
And
well soon.
she can walk. She just is a bit weak and whatnot. So she's going to be building her strength up over the summer and getting back to square one again.
Well, all our positive energy heading her way, of course, Jeff.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
We've got June in the chat as well.
Into the chat. Hello, June.
Hello, June. Welcome. Good to see you. Now, she has plenty of big tanks. I mean, a 125-gallon tank to her is not going to be that big of a deal. But for me, I've never had one. Well, I had one that size years ago, but I haven't had one like that in probably over 20 years. I need to get a big tank down here.
I don't think tanks that size are like readily available in the UK, really.
Oh, no?
Not common. No, not common.
Probably have to get them special made or something and have them.
Yeah, the biggest I've seen in the shop is probably like 400 litre, which is what, about 90 gallons, something like that.
Oh.
Well, we don't have as large a living space as other places in the world.
Yeah, true.
It is. Well, I've got a dual 450 there, and it takes up like a whole wall. But it's not common that you see something like that. To be honest with you, we tend to have smaller tanks in the UK because of the dynamics of our living area, I think.
Well, you have a lot of people on that in one island. It's kind of. I mean, there's a lot of people in that small of us. Yeah, I found out that I'm not sure how many people live in the UK, but acre for acre, it's about the same size as the state that I live in.
Wow.
About right, yeah, probably, yeah.
Almost to the acre. The size of the upper and lower peninsula of Michigan is the same size as the UK.
Mhm.
And here we have, I think it's about maybe around 10 million people in the state altogether. I could be wrong about that, but that's, and it doesn't seem to be a shortage of people either. So, but I'm sure you guys have more than 10 million people in the UK.
Well, the likes of Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland, there isn't actually that many people living there. Most of them are in England.
Oh,
Mhm. Mhm.
yeah.
Well, I'm up in Scotland, and everybody's pretty spaced out up here. There's a lot of open land up here.
That's good. If I had my way, I'd have to be able to drive to see my neighbor.
Mhm.
I mean, that's what I would like.
Shout out to Jeff's neighbour. Don't join us.
Now, if you knew my neighbor to the left of me over here, you'd understand why. Not exactly a neighborly person, but yeah.
Saltwater keeper, I take it, Jeff. Don't need their salts, do we?
Right.
So anyway, Adele wants to know if anyone wants to start a GoFundMe page to buy Jeff a screen magnifier for Jeff's laptop screen.
I'll save your money. This works fine.
I don't want to join it. No, I quite like seeing Jeff put his magnifying glass up, man.
Yeah, this works great. This works great. Save your money. Don't spend
Jeff's
any.
big eye.
Green is my favourite colour, man. So I love to see him lifting that up too.
Hey, Jeff.
We've got Mandy in chat.
Hello,
well.
Mandy.
Mandy,
Welcome. It's so good to see you. Great. Okay. Let's see here. Just checking down here. So, why don't we go ahead and we'll just kind of space them out a little bit. Let's start with Daniel's video of his beautiful tank before he switched it over, and we'll go ahead and enjoy that. And he'll be talking over it while it plays. So let's go ahead, and I'll go ahead and start that right now. And you can take it away from here. I believe it's about 25 seconds is all. So here we go.
That's lucky because I didn't have anything prepared. I didn't know I was going to be.
Yeah, I don't.
On top of it, but obviously this is a South American / Central American tank, a 450 litre, which is about. I think Jeff's 125 is 470 litres, so I'm 20 litres short. But I think it's a really great recommendation for a tank this size. I think Severums are just one of the coolest fish in the whole wide world. The blue acara there, electric blue acara, not many people understand they get as big as that. I think that male was as big as my hand, which is probably about 6 inches or more. But yeah, I think it makes for a stunning aquarium. Can do plants, as you can see. Some people are concerned about plants with Severum, but it can work with hardy plants. And yeah, I really, really enjoyed this tank when I did set up like this, man. Thank you, Jeff, for showing it.
Oh, thank you very much. You know, those hoplo cats are beautiful too. Look at them.
I know, man. Albino hot plate is probably one of my favourite fish ever, actually.
That was one of my last week's picks for a 55 gallon we did last week? Yes. Every other week we do a different size. But I chose the hoplo catfish as one because I've never had one and I've always wanted one, so I put that on the list.
You'll love them, Jeff. Honestly, you'll love them. They have so much character. Get on with pretty much any fish. You know, they're hardy enough to tolerate the more boisterous fish, but also get along with the friendly ones as well. Keep themselves to themselves, but amazing in a group. See if you can get 5 or 6 in a wee group. Just amazing fish. Would recommend them to anybody.
I want to get them. I know that Paul, Big Fish Lad, he got some albino ones that are just absolutely beautiful too.
That's right. So he did.
I think those were albinos that you had. Those albinos that you have.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, they're gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And so, Arnold, you had one for Safi, but you weren't able to upload it. Is that right?
No.
Okay, I think
Gord has shared Keith's channel out in the chat.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much, Gord. Appreciate that. And thank you all to all the moderators out there doing a fantastic job.
There's a. Can I just mention my Facebook group? There's a few people from who hang around on the group chat on the live
Sure.
stream, who were in the Facebook group. So it's like everyone's who's on in the comments is usually over there when we're not live, or you know what I mean.
Awesome,
Right.
awesome.
Yes, there's a lot of great Facebook group. I'll let you say it. I'm
Facebook groups. There you go.
Facebook groups.
Yay.
I finally got it out. There are. They got your Facebook group, the Aquatic Fanatics, and
Yeah,
then we have
Cool.
Daniel has one.
Really,
Yes.
we need to share it on my group on a Friday.
we restarted. We were fish tank addicts. We had about 80,000 members at one point,
I'm
and
sorry.
Facebook shut us down for some inexplicable reason. So we restarted. I think we're up to about 10,000 again. But it's a nice, relaxed group. No judgment. We don't tolerate any mean behaviour or anything like that. So if that's your jam, feel free to check out Fish Tank Addicts on Facebook.
Tank Addicts, that's right.
I think I've been on that before.
Hope you enjoyed your visit.
I forgot
I
to
know
share
I-
it on my group.
I love going on all the different forums and stuff. It's really a lot of fun. Let's see here.
Ron's just shared Keith's Facebook channel,
Thank you very much, Ron.
Facebook page. Yeah.
I'm not sure if anybody who well knows Ron, but he is a fantastic aquarist, good friend also. And he keeps a lot of the same type of fish I like to keep. And he's been on the panel here before. I want to get everybody eventually. Even we got Green Machine Sweden. I'd like to have you on the panel sometime, my friend. I'm just letting you know ahead of time. I'll reach out to you, and hopefully we can get a lot of people up here. Over, like I don't want to push any stresses or anything, but it's always fantastic. Like I said, when I had Daniel and he was able to make it, I was like, I was completely over the moon because I've been waiting for such a long time to ask, and then I finally built up the courage. I mean, he's a nice person. I don't need the courage, but I built the courage up to ask him, and he said he'd be here, and I was like, wow, that's fantastic.
Oh, Jeff, now the pressure's on. I've got to say something intelligent or funny in the stream to make it worth your favour. Don't be daft, man. You're one of my favourite people in the whole world, and I was delighted you asked me. So
That's definitely an honor having you here. I can tell you that right now. I'm happy to join in July when the pond is prime. Okay, that sounds great, Magnus.
I noticed June saying she's going to leave. Is June okay? Let's make sure June's all right.
What's happening? What's happening with
There you go. He was joking around.
Oh, okay. We like June.
yeah.
She's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you stay right here, June.
Yeah, she's joking around.
Okay, good. On June, I've already asked her to be on the panel before too. So, anybody out there who would like to come on here. Also, what we've been doing is like you just seen Daniel's video of his tank. What we're trying to implement here is that if you don't want to be on the panel like this and talking, you can always send a little video clip in MP4 format to either myself or to Arnold, and we will have it on here. But it has to be less than 200 megabytes, so it's got to be like about a 2-minute video.
Yeah.
2 to 3 minutes, I think, is the maximum that it accepts in StreamYard. But feel free if you want to if you have a tank that you're especially proud of or something. Well, yeah, we had to do a little compression on Keith, but you'll see that in a moment. It's fantastic. But it was just
I'm wondering what he's giggling at there, right?
Yeah, he was.
I was thinking mine's got 5, wasn't it?
It was extravagant. It's a little extravagant for what we normally do. We're just doing like a little slideshow showing like top 5 fish, but this is a little more involved. It's more of a, and also, Keith, I was going to say that I repurposed mine, and I'll just put them out in a video afterwards too, so you can do the same with yours. That would be a great.
Yeah, I was thinking of doing that.
Yeah, that's what I did. I did it last week, and it turned out really nice. I mean,
on my YouTube channel, there's I think it's called the subscribers page or something, but I put videos on there that I've like made and not really, like I haven't published them. Do you know what I mean? They're just there though. So if you went on, you like, so I can put it in there.
Oh, nice.
There you go. That's a message from June.
When you get
When
to
you
my
get
site,
to,
I'll send you
yeah.
a video. Well, that'll probably be next because I think our next one's going to be 180, I believe, 180 or 240. I'm not sure. Probably go to 180. That way we can keep it going because I think once we get to about 300 gallon or 500 gallon, it's probably going to be. I mean, I don't foresee myself ever having a tank that big, but who knows? You never know what the future might bring, right?
Well, that's why I got my first ever 6 foot long tank, because at one point Mrs. DKF told me if I bought another tank home I'd be sleeping in it. So I made sure I could fit.
That's when you say, in that case, can I have an 8 foot? A little extra leg room that way. We're looking here. Hey, Jeff, he is my guest. Well, he's my host tonight, so how do you like those apples? He's running the show this evening. I got him running the show. I got him in the captain's chair where he belongs. It's always
well, Andrew, you do know that, I have had computer issues, actually. So this is me testing out the new computer, and so far it's holding up, I think. So
it looks great.
I'll be back.
Yes, good.
Hopefully that means I'm back.
I'm so glad to have you back, too. It sounds good. I love that microphone. I lost. You sent me the link to that one time when you had it.
I'll ping it to you again if you want it. Huh?
Yeah, if you could, that would be great. Because my voice, I sound like a nasally, tinny. I don't know. It just sounds. When I hear my own voice, it's not good.
I don't think you sound that bad, Jeff. To be honest with you, I think you sound fine. To be honest, I've heard worse. Yeah.
Well, all right. Thank you.
And Arnold's audio is good tonight as well. I noticed. I don't know if he's made a change, but there you go. Look, there you go.
Yeah. Hello,
well,
Marcus.
I'm on so many live streams now. I've got to have something professional now.
And you know how glad I am to see that. And it took us ages to get Arnold onto live streams, didn't it? We kept dropping hints and kept dropping invites. He was a bit reticent. Is that a word?
Yeah, we got him on.
Living his best life.
We got him on the AAA and got him acclimated to the live stream.
Yep.
And he's a wonderful live streamer too, and a good host, friend. So yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I won't go that far. I'm an okay host. I wouldn't say I'm like professional. Let's put it that way.
No, cool. I think you're doing great, man. I think you're doing really well, man.
Yes, thank you.
I really got to commend you. I'm very humble too.
There you go.
Very humble. You're very humble.
There you go.
Oh
Arnold
dear.
will be inviting us all on his stream soon.
Yeah.
Right.
So we've got Marcus and Cody's Koi.
Hello there. Welcome.
We've got Nitus World. That's
Hello
a new...
and welcome, and thank you for joining the channel. That's very nice. Nitus World. Okay. Well, we'll be checking out your channel after this stream, and because that's a name that I don't recognize.
Oh, there's Mel. There's Mel as well. Hi, Mel. Good evening.
Good evening,
One of my
Mel.
favorite people in the world.
There he is.
Mel, one of the founders of the show, and he's created that beautiful timer that we're using, and I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much, Mel, and it's always good to see you there, mate.
And a great channel.
You're welcome on the show, too.
For anyone that's not watching it. Honestly, I think his channel is going to be big one day, man, because I think he's got some really good content, really good ideas, nice humour, great approach. Big fan of Mel's channel. So somebody could drop links. I'd appreciate it.
Oh, yeah. He's doing a fantastic job.
We've got Horizon.
Horizon. Oh, that's David. Okay. And I've also spoken with David. He also lives in the UK. He's got a fantastic channel also. And check out his channel. It's well worth your time. He does some really fantastic stuff. His latest video, he's got everything in his fish room is breeding, and it's really, I mean, I was watching it, and I was like, I couldn't stop watching it. I had to watch it all the way through. every time. So
You go down that rabbit hole, don't you? You find a channel you like, and you start watching every video, and sooner or later it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. You're like, one more.
yeah, yes. But his name is David, a really nice chap, and I've talked to him. I'm not sure if you can let us know, David, if you're in Facebook or if you use Messenger at all. It makes it easier for me to send the link over, and then if you want to do that. And we also, as you're going to see here in a few minutes, we have little presentations when we do our like top 5 fish, or we might even go to like top 10 later on down the road. Who knows? A lot of different stuff. And also I have what I like to try to call the show and tell, where you can bring like a little clip on and do like a little short tour of your fish room. You can come on and do a long tour, actually, if you're on the panel. But if you want to do like a short 2-minute video of going over your tanks right quick, and we can just do that as well. If you don't want to be on the panel. But if you do, all the better. See, Aquarium Delirium. Oh, that's very nice. Thank you so much for putting Mel's link in the chat there. He's a fantastic videographer and a good lad all the way around. It's definitely nice to see him here. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. He says, yeah, sure, I would love to. Oh, thank you very much, David. We will do that. Have you met him yet, Arnold?
Nope.
Oh, you guys, all you guys are gonna love his channel. I mean, he's like you guys, fantastic. I mean,
Cool.
Seriously, you're gonna like that. He does a great
Dixon
job.
Design.
Hello, Dixon. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you here. It says, okay, there we go. Now I'm in the right soup. All right.
I think he came on his second channel to start off with and didn't realise. So, yeah. We've got Tommy is now in chat as well.
Oh, wonderful. Hello, Tommy, my Texas friend. My Texas brother, I should say.
My favourite Texan.
Oh, my favorite Texan, yep. I tell you, if I had to move down south, I think I would like to move to Texas, to be honest with you. I really would. I mean, the weather down there, getting away from Michigan. I mean, they've had some cold snaps down there in the wintertime, but nothing like we have up here. And it would be nice. I was gonna ask a question to you guys, and then everybody out in the chat. I was thinking about starting a merch line, and I was going to try and do either my channel or Aquatic Addicts Anonymous. I think I'm going to do the Aquatic Addicts Anonymous because it's more universal, in my opinion, rather than have Jeff Pelham's Aquatics. This way would be we're all aquatic addicts, so why not have like a Aquatic Addicts mug or some type of like a keychain or something? Who knows? I didn't know what you think about that. I've never done anything like that, but I'm thinking strongly about it.
I think that'd be good.
Sounds like a strong brand, doesn't it? AAA.
Yeah. It'd be like AAA, and there'll be Aquatic Addicts Anonymous, and have like a nice fish on there. You could have different types of fish, or might even be able to have it set up where you can choose your type of fish to have it when the cup is made. That might be. Hey, that's a great idea. I'm glad I thought of that.
Yeah.
Have you considered?
Steady on, Jeff. Steady on.
I apologise, Jeff. But have you considered changing your channel name to that?
Hey, you know what?
If you change your channel name to the AAA, then it all syncs together, doesn't it?
You know what? That makes a lot of sense. I think I'm going to do that. That's a great idea too. Oh, wow!
Not a bad idea from the Spurs fan, is it?
No, it's not a bad idea at all.
And only for 50% of the merch sales.
That's right.
Yeah.
Make you full partner. Full partner to you.
Just saying for you to think about, man. It might work for you. You know what I mean?
Still got Pink Road.
So what we could do is you could have like a list of fish. Couldn't have you probably could have every single fish, but have like a list of different types of fish. Like if you wanted to have a betta on your cup or whatever, a glass or keychain, say Aquatic Addicts Anonymous, have the picture of the type of fish on there, and then there's a lot of things you can probably do. I mean, you could probably have them custom made to have your name on it even. I mean,
well, I'll tell you this. I will pay double for a mug with you with your magnifying glass held up to one of your eyes.
Oh,
Jeff with the
that'll be on
finger.
the house. That'll be on the house. I'll do this for you. It's absolutely free.
Yeah, I'm buying that.
I
I'm
collect
buying
mugs.
that.
Oh,
No.
let me see your mug.
He wants to see your mug.
There you go. So I can't.
What does that say? For,
Premier
Oh,
Aquatic this way. Adam
Oh.
used to work.
oh wow.
He was on the
Nice.
show the other week. And t-shirts. I collect t-shirts. This is my own.
Nice.
Excellent. I see everybody. I see Andrew's got a merch line. I know June's got a merch line. A lot of people have a merch line. I know that Chris Stubbings, he does his own mugs. I don't know if he sells them or not on a store.
No, I don't think he does.
I've got Chris's
Oh,
mug and Andrew's mug. Let's get
So we've got Pink Rose in chat.
Hello, Pink Rose. Welcome.
We've got M&C Aquatics.
We've got Andrew's mug
Michael.
and we've got Chris's mug
Mike.
there. Look. If you
Nice.
want to buy mugs, that's your thing.
Okay, now that the tornado threats are over, back to business. All right. We had them yesterday, Mike. Tornado come through here in Michigan. I'm sorry about that, Daniel. Can you?
Got First Class
I was
Fish.
just buying Andrew's mug and Chris's mug. I've got each of those.
Oh yeah.
Finally sent me his, and Andrew sent me his as well. Very glad to have them, Summer.
I
I
have
don't
one
use
from
them.
Gil's Fisherman. I also have from Jack and Dan here too.
JD, I got their T-shirt. I've not got their mug.
Yep, got their mug. I have Chris's mug, the Stubbs Aquatics. I got Gil's. I have Aquarium Daily. I got that one from Andrew. It's really nice.
Mm-hmm. Well, there is a problem now then, Jeff, because there's a big gap on top of my fish tank there where the AAA mug needs to be. So you need to get your finger out.
I need to do that.
Up and running.
I'll get it right. I'll get on that. In fact, I was talking with my wife about it and about the possibility. She says that sounds like a good idea, so I think I will do that. I have to use this, otherwise I have to tilt my head back like this, look through my bifocals, and it gives me a kink in my neck. Really terrible.
We've got Home of the Clown Trigger.
What's that? Could you say that again?
That's right.
Sorry.
June smashed.
I'm saying I'll have one of your t-shirts.
Oh, a T-shirt. Aquatic Addicts Anonymous?
Yeah, I collect my t-shirts. I've got a few. I've got Geordie Scapers was the last one I got.
I'm going to look into that. I'll talk with Andrew about it. He knows he's got some, or with anybody. I can talk with. You have your merch line too, Daniel, don't you?
No, I don't. No. I printed off a few T-shirts as a bit of a giggle, actually. Sent them to a couple of people, a couple of pals and the family members, but I don't think anyone would be interested in DKF merch, if I'm honest with you.
I beg to differ. I think you should do it. I mean, I don't think there's any out-of-pocket cost of it. As people order it, they make it. I think you should. I think it would be a good.
We'll see, maybe. I only did it for a giggle, to be fair, man.
Yeah, because I wasn't sure if I think I was told there's no out-of-pocket cost, but the people who make the cup, they get the biggest share of the cut. Then the creator will get a portion of it. Then you have the taxes and stuff. So it's not not like you're making a lot of money off it, but it still would help the channels out. I think. I mean, I know that's what I was thinking about.
June's got a DKF sticker. That's right. Not June, Adele.
I do. I have a DKF sticker upstairs in my office.
Yeah.
Yep. Send it to me.
I did a few of them and sent them out. That's right. Yeah.
Do we have Rebecca in chat?
Putting it in your frame, Adele, man.
Oh, Rebecca, hello, welcome, my friend. Yes.
Home of the Clown Trigger as well.
Hello, Homer, welcome. I need 2 names on my sea ponies, for my sea ponies. Oh, wow. So he has some seahorses, huh?
Need some names.
Yeah, I'm racking my brain here for a cool one.
How about Mr.
Look,
Grant?
Andrew's been selling DKF stickers. I hope you made a tidy profit, man.
Here. Call one of them Mr. Ed, and the other one would be what, Black. Depending on the color, you call it Black Beauty or whatever. You know, I mean, a horse's name, Secretariat.
Got Jesse in chat.
Oh, hi,
Fabian.
Oh, Salient.
Jesse.
Hello, Jesse. Welcome. I'm sorry, I'm half blind here. Until I get my new, I keep saying this every week for like 2 months now. I am getting new glasses just as soon as possible, but these things are pretty much worthless anymore. I have to pretty much tilt my head back at an 80-degree angle to read this, but I'm using this one, so it helps. So
everybody buy Jeff mugs so that he can save up and get some new glasses, man. Get that merch going.
Because our health insurance here is absolute crap. Honestly, I think I don't. Every other country in the world has decent health coverage except the United States.
Well, you say that, Jeff. You say that. We are on a national health service here, so everything should be free and accessible. I have been very unwell the last couple of weeks, man. Just a chest infection, but as you get older, it means more, right? Normally, you just power through it. As you get older, you struggle a wee bit more, right? So finally, I thought, try and get a doctor's appointment, and you've got to phone up at 8 o'clock in the morning, Jeff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And join the queue. At 1 minute past 8, I was 43rd in the queue. I thought, I'm never getting a doctor's appointment, right?
Oh.
So I went to a couple of pharmacists, and they said, we can't help you get a doctor's appointment. Right? So I kept going around in circles. Eventually, I managed to speak to a doctor's admin assistant and asked her to send him an email, and I did get antibiotics, and that's why I'm feeling a bit better tonight. But it's not as easy as you might think.
No.
Not as straightforward, isn't it? Not Arnold, you'll know.
Yep.
You're probably It used to be a very good service, not so much these days. Man.
Well, it's like you have the pod system where you can order your prescriptions through. That's now shut. That's now closing. So now you have to go back to the doctors to do it. Right. So I needed my prescription, so I rang the doctors that says, well, you're number 82.
82.
82.
Yeah, I ain't getting my prescriptions today. No way.
The point is, when you're paying for a service, maybe the service you get is a little bit better than when it's free.
Well, you can get an appointment, and it usually takes about 2 weeks to get in. I mean, if you want to make a doctor's appointment, usually it's out about 1 or 2 weeks. Usually, if it's severe or something, if you take the ambulance to the hospital, they'll get you right in. But other than that, if you go to the hospital with at least here in my hospitals in my town, you'll be waiting for 8 to 10 hours. And if you're feeling really, really ill, you're not going to be wanting to wait in there with 100 people that are just as ill or maybe even more ill than you are. I mean, it's a horrifying experience. I mean, I'd rather lay in bed at home and suffer than to go there and suffer, because at least I'm in the comfort of my own home. It's kind of a situation where, it's kind of a deterrent to get your health taken care of, really, to be honest with you.
But I guess at least in the hospital, the Wi-Fi is free, man. So you can spend a month and stop paying your bill, couldn't you?
Don't say that too loudly. They might hear it over here and be, oh, there. We're going to just tap that onto the bill here now. So you get your medical bill, say, oh, internet connection. 10 pounds. What's going on here? No telling. All right. So how about we go on to the next presentation? We'll go ahead and do Keith. He's our newest person here that we have on the panel right now. So we'll go ahead and bring his up. And here we go, everybody, and enjoy this.
Here are my top 5 fish that I'd give in a 125 gallon aquarium. If I was given 5 125 gallon aquariums right now in a fish room, what would I stock with them? For one, I'd stock angels, or more specifically wild type angels like Manica Peru or Real Nanny. Both of them are like really favourite fish of mine, and I'd like to keep them. And in a larger aquarium like up to 125, you kept like 6 or something, you see a lot more natural behaviours. A lot of people keep them in smaller tanks like this, and I don't think you see as natural a behaviour if you have a larger volume of water. If you have more swimming space, I feel like feel like do a bit more school and stuff like that. So that's my first. The second is Frontosa. I absolutely love Frontosa. Now, when you get Frontosa small, what you find is you've got like really natural behaviours, but as you get bigger, the territory extends outside the tank, and then they're like, "Wow, what are you doing in my personal space, bro?" when you walk in the room, and they just sit there watching you. But if you've got a bigger tank, I feel like if you've got like 2 males and 4 females in 125 gallon tank, I feel like you can behave a bit more naturally. Number 3, I feel like 125 gallon tank. I've done it with a 90 gallon tank. I'd love to set up a Tanganyika community tank with an area for shell dwellers, sardine open water swimmers like leprosoma, you know, like the purple and orange sardines which will swim around the top of the tank. And that look cool. And rock dwellers like Neolampologus pulcher or Bashardi, something that'll dive in and out of the rocks, and they'll have fly generation of fly within the rocks, and you'll get like 3-4 generation living within the rocks. And I feel like the Julies or leprosoma and maybe some compressor seps in there. You could even put some juvenile Frontosa in there until we go out and then you've got them moving on. But I just feel like with something like with a 6-foot footprint, I feel like you get a lot more natural behaviour. There'd be a lot more space between the territories, between different types of Tanganyika cichlids. I just think it'd make a really aesthetically pleasing tank. You'd be able to set up different areas with rocks or shells, and have open water areas, negative space. I think it'd just be a beautiful tank. Now number 4, I've always had a passion for goldfish, like fancy goldfish. And I feel like people stock them in too small a tank. I feel like you put them in something nice, like 125 gallon. I feel like they'd fly if you fed them right. But massive water changes, you get them like the size of tennis balls, and they look absolutely amazing. That's why I pick fancy goldfish to go in a 125 gallon aquarium. And my last one is rainbows. Now I've got them in a 4-foot tank, and they zip up and down the tank in a second, so I feel like that extra couple of feet would look even more impressive. I'm absolutely loving rainbows at the moment. I've got red lasers, I've got goiter rivers, and I've also got bosmoni. And the bosmoni are still only small, but they're up and down the tank in a couple of seconds, and I just feel like a bit more space. I think they look absolutely amazing.
Yeah, some real nice shouts there, man. Real nice shouts.
That was very, very nice. That's a lot more elaborate than what I do. Actually, good footage there. Beautiful.
I think
Instagram.
What's that?
Most of it come off my Instagram.
Oh. Yeah, those fancy goldfish are interesting. They kind of like wiggle through the water, don't they?
Yeah. I used to on my old channel, like this whole room was just full of goldfish.
Yeah, you're right though, but they are shaped like a tennis ball. They're just round and this.
Big dampy things.
Yeah, they're stocky little guys, aren't they? Oh, there we go. That's Andrew's cup of tea there.
Yeah, Andrew likes his goldfish as well. Yeah.
Yeah,
I like the rainbow fish idea though, because a big partly tank full of rainbow fish is really stunning, man. Really cool. Takes a while for them to grow out and look really, really nice, though, doesn't it? If you get them when they're young.
Yeah, well, all mine are small at the moment, so.
But you had some babies already too, haven't you?
I've got goiter rivers down here, so but they're like half an eyelash. Like all you can see is a little ducks swimming around in a tank.
What are you feeding them right now?
Stuff. Bacardi first bites.
Oh, yeah, that's what I use. Yeah. That's what I use as well.
Yeah, that's the best sort of food you can give Fry. That is.
Do you not use anything like micro worms or anything like that, no?
I've just ordered some, but I don't think they're big enough to eat them yet.
You could take a well-established tank. If you have some Java moss, take a little chunk of Java moss and toss in there. It's got so many little microorganisms on that. They'll pick at that too.
That's a good idea. That.
Get a lot of infusoria and whatnot on it, and they will just have like a little live food smorgasbord.
Yeah, when I had me Praecox rainbows, when I bred them, I had infusoria, but I didn't know whether it's cultured right, so I was a bit worried about feeding them in case they weren't getting nothing out of the infusoria.
See, if you've got a big planted tank, though, they're always going to find something to eat, man. There's always something there.
Yep, definitely. You'll have, as long as you got plants in the tank, there'll be organisms growing on those plants.
An established planted tank, I should say.
Yeah, established. Yeah. I think that's the reason why mine have been doing so. I mean, the babies that I have, I maybe feed them once or twice a day. And of course, there's a lot of moss, and they're not pretty skate tanks, but they're just really healthy. They got a lot of duckweed and other stuff that they can go up and pick off of. Lots of live foods for them to eat. Yes. Let's see here. Stephen P. Hello, Stephen. Welcome, Stephen. Yeah, rainbows are so tiny when hatched. I think they can take vinegar eels, but even those might be too large for the new hatchlings. Yes. I noticed the male's got a new video out on vinegar eels too. That's really an interesting one. I've never tried vinegar eels yet. The only live food that I culture right now is the baby brine shrimp.
What do you feed your better babies, Arnold? What's their first food?
Clover leaf. It's like a powder. It's like the same as hikari, but it's like a really fine powder. Use that, and that's done them the world good. Yeah.
Well, the results speak for themselves. They're growing up to be nice fish, aren't
they?
Angels are laying eggs there.
No way.
So they are.
Oh, wow. I think they breed every single day, don't they?
That's a proper AA moment, that is.
That's right. You can't ask for more than that.
We'll put that on the highlight reel.
Let's see here. Tara's saying that 5 to 50 for threadfin rainbows and peacock gudgeon. Yeah. I got some of the ceramicron food. I think it's 5 to 50 also. Yeah, Tara's bred the peacock gudgeons, and she's got babies of those. They're absolutely stunning fish, too. Absolutely love that species. I'll say also,
I got the Tetra one. Somebody gave this to me, actually, the Tetra one. I didn't know it was a thing, but I don't know where you see the size of it. It's literally powder, though. I don't know if you can see this.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
It's really good, man. Been offering that to my wee frying for smaller fish.
The encapsulated brine shrimp eggs work great as food also, Homer Clown Trigger says. Yes. But they call those golden pearls. Is that the same thing? I mean, that's really a fine powder. I've seen people take a little paintbrush, one of those really delicate little pointy paintbrushes, and they'll just tip the tap in, and then they'll tap it. They'll tap it against the top of the tank, and it just kind of like spreads out over the entire surface. And all the little baby fish will get them, and then eventually starts to gradually sink down if they're more in the mid section, they can get them down there too. Yeah, it's a dust, he says. Okay. Yep. But isn't that fun though? When you start out with something that life is so absolutely tiny, you can barely even see it, and you raise it up into these beautiful fish. I mean, to me, that is where it's at. For me, as a fish keeper, I just love breeding fish and raising up the fry, and then sharing them out with friends and stuff. It's just, it keeps me going anyway.
Well, when I first set my channel up, like my goal was to do like breeding and like have a breeding channel, but nothing was breeding, so.
Well, it is now.
It is now.
Yes.
Got Jeff Kane in the chat.
Hello, Jeff Kane. Welcome, my friend.
And we've got Diddy's fin den as well.
Hi, Dee. Welcome. So
Dee. Good evening, ma'am.
Yeah, my goodness. Good to see you, ma'am. It's good to see you here. Okay.
I love Dee Dee. Dee Dee's ace, man. I love her accent, man. It's so cool.
Oh yeah, she's got the southern accent. I love that.
Mm.
It's I have and Rebecca says I have bred fish, but I find it surprising how little it interests me. I find development interests me short term. Well, I think from my perspective as an aquarium addict and fish addict, that's why we have to have a new fix every so often. You raise one group of fish up, and then you have another group, and you just keep going and going. It's like a never-ending process, really. I mean, and then you get a new type of fish, you get a new high, raise them up, and you just keep going. It's like a perpetual energy that just keeps on spinning.
That's the thing, though, isn't it? No matter what's going on, if you've got even 2 or 3 tanks, there's always something new to captivate your imagination, your excitement. Whether it be there's a breeding project going on, or mature fish doing something different, or a plant, or something. There's always something that's going to keep your imagination and your excitement alight, I think.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. I mean, you don't have to have 10, 20, 30, 40 tanks. You can have one tank, and you can have that and fully enjoy that tank. Sometimes I almost wish I only had 1 or 2 tanks just to really concentrate on just 2 tanks, but I tried that and it doesn't work for me. There's too many species that I have to have or need.
And you failed miserably.
I failed miserably. And I've tried that. And that's not the first time I've tried. I've tried, it's like quitting smoking or anything else you might want to try to quit. It's not that easy. You try it once, you might fail. I did end up quitting smoking back in 2005, and but and it wasn't. It was hard, but it wasn't insurmountable. I mean, I was able to do it and make it through, pretty unscathed. But I smoked for a long time before that, but it's been since 2005 now.
Well done, Jeff.
Thank you.
It's not easy, so well done.
That's an achievement, though.
I don't think I can quit my fish, though. It's going to be I'm not even going to try, I don't think.
I can quit whenever I want. I just don't want to.
Yeah, I don't want to. Oh, no,
Take care, Andrew.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Andrew, but your bedtime plans have been canceled. You're going to be hanging out with us for at least another half hour. Thank you. I just pulled the rug out from under. What? No, that's okay, Andrew. If you got to hit the bed, that's fine.
That is the thing, though, Jeff, isn't it? It's about having the amount of tanks that you got time for, right? I did get to the stage that I had that many tanks. Although I was enjoying each of them, I probably was spending more time on the chores and the maintenance than I was really enjoying it. And it became a bit of I've got to do this rather than I want to do this, I think there's a sweet spot. And that's different for everybody. It depends on what else we've got going on in our lives, really, doesn't it?
It does. I'm finding mine to be a little bit tedious. I mean, trying to keep up, to be honest with you.
That's what I found with reef keeping. That's what I found. It's like all the fun just went out of it, and I was just spending about 100 quid a month just maintaining one fish tank, and I was putting about 8 hours a week just maintaining it on my day off, and it just killed all the fun for it. It was just maintenance and loads of money, and I wasn't putting anything new.
You said that was a reef tank?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've never done the saltwater yet.
And that's fine, though. If it's your passion, that's fine, though. But you got to find that balance, haven't you? That tipping point.
Yeah, but when you're going in the local shop and people are buying like discus and just like really nice fish, and you're just buying boxes of salt and you're spending more money than them, you're like, well, hang on a minute. I just find like I wasn't having any fun with just cleaning this tank, and these other people were spending less money and buying like really nice fish, and I was thinking I could be buying them fish for less than I'm spending just changing water.
But that's a good thing about a hobby, isn't it? There's always that we've all got our own level and our own interests and our own I can't find the right word for it, but our own sweet spot, really, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
It makes it all different for us all and interesting for us all,
Some people like keeping parakeets, other people like keeping peregrine falcons. in birding, they want to be a falconer. They want to have falcons out in the field, or they want to have a little parakeet in a cage. It's all what you want to do. I mean, like with the saltwater tanks, that's way. If I ever did something with the saltwater, it's going to be way on down the road, and it's not going to be. I don't even know if I ever will, but that brings about a very interesting thing though, because in today's 125, it's about both freshwater and saltwater. I know that we're going to go ahead and do yours next, Arnold, if you don't mind, because he has two sides of the story on it.
Wow,
shall we go ahead and run that for you? And
yeah,
because I'm not biased as far as when it comes to fresh or saltwater. I mean, I love looking at saltwater tanks. I mean, they're beautiful.
To be honest, if I had the choice, I would definitely turn this whole fish room into marine.
Really?
There's hardly. I found that when I had my big reef tank, I had less maintenance to do in that than I did the whole entire fish room. It looked after itself.
Huh.
So you did a 10% water change. You cleaned the filter stock out every week, and you cleaned the protein skimmer, and then that was it. Then you just top back up, and that kept everything going. Now I'm spending I start at 10 o'clock in the morning and don't fish until 3:30. So
yeah.
I'm cut constantly, yeah.
I think with the cost of the marine the marine fish are definitely more expensive. I mean, you can see some fish that are that, and then you have to pay, like Keith had mentioned, you got to pay for the salt and the protein skimmers, all this other equipment that you normally wouldn't use with a freshwater setup. I mean, I can understand the appeal of it. I mean, it's neat when you have something that you can
make it as expensive as you want or as cheap as you want. I went down the cheap route. I bought a second-hand 450-litre tank with a sump. I bought a second-hand protein skimmer, return pump. What else did I get? I got all the live rock, the sand, all the fish and corals for 220 quid.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and that was it. That was all the fish I wanted.
I've still got all my live rocks that's outside here.
No way. I have got one marine tank still. And it's only 30 litres, but it's the marine tank. I've got pipefish.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Red belly pipefish.
So he had bought the pet shop had sold him his first set as freshwater pipefish.
Yeah.
They, like 2 or 3 days, they passed away, right?
Yep.
Then Arnold did it on himself, and he did some research on them, found out that they were brackish to marine, so he just went full marine with them, and they're doing great.
Yep. So, never mind. I'm not going to diss my local fish shop.
No.
They know where I live. That's the problem. Yeah, I see someone looking through my letterbox right now.
Can I ask you though, being that once you found out about that, did they do anything? Did they give you your new set for free, or did you have to pay for them?
Paid full price again.
Now see that.
And they're still selling them over there at the minute, still as freshwater.
They got some over there in freshwater right now.
Mm-hmm.
What do they do? And they're still living fine over there.
They're really skinny and they haven't got a lot of colour to them. So
they'll probably be done in a few days if they
might be Scottish.
Yeah. But the funny thing is, they have to be fed 4 times a day.
Ah.
And it's live food. They have to have like coffee pods. But over in the fish shop, they're being fed once a day on Cyclops.
Okay. Well, you could feed
Which is
baby brain shrimp to them too, couldn't you? Or was that not good for
To be honest, I just feed them copepods because they're miniature.
them? And now, is that a
Listen,
frozen
so
food or is
listen,
that a live food?
Live.
food.
Oh, live.
I know. Yeah, it's quite funny. Quite funny
How
to
do you,
watch them when they go after them.
How do you do though? I mean, how do you hatch those out, or do you just?
Basically, I buy four 100 ml packs of live copepods,
Oh,
tip them into the aquarium, and they then go and hide in the live rock and everywhere, and then they start to breed and everything. So,
so they breed.
Yeah.
So they keep food going in the tank too.
yeah.
Oh, nice. That's a great idea. I bet you could probably do the
But
same
you're-
thing with baby brain shrimp. Would probably do the same, wouldn't they?
Yeah. Where are we? We've got your mate Skipper.
Oh, hello, Skipper. Welcome. Good to see you, my friend.
And we've got Chris as well, Stubbs.
Hello, Chris.
Chris.
Welcome. Good to
good
see
evening,
you.
sir.
Great to see you. So we're just going to get ready to start with Arnold's top 5, and he has a special presentation here with both fresh and saltwater. So let's go ahead and check out Arnold's top 5. And where are we at here? Let's see. We'll start with your first 5. We'll start with your freshwater.
Welcome to King's Aquariums and Antworld's top 5 fish for 125 gallon aquarium freshwater extravaganza. We hope you enjoy. In at number 1 we have the yellow lab cichlid. Striking bright yellow coloration with adult males getting a solid black dorsal fin. Not overly aggressive, preferred to be in large groups of 6 or more. Ideal tank setup, plenty of rocks and hiding spaces with a sandy substrate. Number 2 we have the Alunacara peacocks. Can be aggressive, especially when breeding. Prefers temperatures around 24 to 25 degrees. Many different colours and patterns are available. Diet requirements, insect larvae, algae and plant matter. In at number 3 we have the Haplochromus hapcichlids. Can get to nearly 8 inches in length. Beautiful colorations and patterns. Can be very aggressive, and the females are mouth brooders. In at number 4 we have the Cynodontus catfish. Not known to be aggressive, have a lifespan of 8 to 10 years, can reach up to 30 centimeters in the wild, but in aquariums around 6 to 8 inches. Most aquarium foods are much appreciated by these species. At number 5 we have the Ancistrus bristlenose pleco. Very peaceful, great at cleaning algae off the glass and bogwood, usually gets around 6 inches. Preferred temperatures of 22 to 27, but can go as low as 21 degrees Celsius. Let me know your thoughts on my top 5 fish for a 125 gallon tank. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.
Fantastic.
That was well put together, man. I liked that. That was
Very
Thank you.
Very well put together. Now we're going to go ahead and do the saltwater side.
Oh no, it's going to break my heart watching this.
Break your heart. Oh, no, here we go.
Welcome to King's Aquariums and Antworld's top 5 fish for a 125 gallon aquarium. This is the saltwater extravaganza. We hope you enjoy. In at number 1 we have the blue starfish. Very peaceful, can grow up to 30 centimeters in diameter. They have regenerative powers, which means they are able to grow new arms if attacked. They feed off detritus and small inverts, and colours ranging from light blue and dark blue. In at number 2 we have the sexy shrimp. Great at cleaning up any uneaten food, can be kept in groups of 3 or more. This shrimp likes to shake its booty when walking, and it will host on certain corals. In at number 3 we have a pair of snowflake clownfish. Maximum size is 8 centimeters, suitable for beginners. Best kept in pairs, very peaceful, lovely personalities, and they are just fun to watch. They form a symbolic mutualism with anemones. In at number 4 we have the foxface. Can live between 8 to 12 years, appreciate regular feeding of veggies, noria shoots, and plant-based pellets and flakes. When experiencing any kind of threat, these species can camouflage themselves and change to a darker brown colour. Their vibrant yellow bodies with white on its head and front part of its body, with a black bar from the top of the head right down to its mouth. They are just absolutely beautiful fish. In at number 5 we have the blue regal tang, aka Dory. One of the most peaceful tangs, great personalities, grows up to 30 centimeters and adults weigh around 600 grams. Fascinating sleeping patterns. This tank has 9 dorsal spines, 26 to 28 soft dorsal rays, 3 anal spines, and 24 to 26 soft anal spines, and they are just an all-round beautiful centerpiece fish for any saltwater aquarium. Bonus one is the mandarin. Beautiful coloration and markings, prefers temperatures between 23.5 to 27 degrees Celsius, salinity of 1.020 and 1.025, max size 8 centimeters. Experienced saltwater fish keepers only will only eat live copepods. Let me know your thoughts on my top 5 fish for 125 gallons saltwater aquarium. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Awesome. That was nice.
Mandarin is special, isn't it?
Oh yeah, beautiful fish.
That was all my fish I had in my 450 litre tank.
Oh, really? Really? Is it really called a sexy shrimp?
Oh yeah, yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
They're
When
absolutely
they
tiny as well, aren't they?
yeah, when they walk, they're like that with their bums. Yeah, it's great. It's absolutely amazing to watch them do that.
Surely not a Latin translation.
Very well done.
But yeah, Rebecca's got a good point here. Never recommend picking up a fox face. I've done that.
No.
Oh really? Why is that?
It's venomous.
Oh, you mean picking? Oh, yeah, I'm not picking them up from the store. You're talking about actually physically picking them
Yeah,
up.
yeah. Get them in the net. Get them in the net, and that'll spike you. Dorsal fin. And
Same thing with a lion. You don't want to do a lionfish that way, or either.
the funny thing was, when I picked it up, the bloke said to me, he said, "You all right?" I went, "No, my 2 fingers are going numb." He said, "Yeah, it's venomous." I was like, "Great, lovely."
Oh my God.
So yeah, there's my 2 fingers like wobbling around like that.
Well, that makes a whole bunch of difference too. That's yeah, you got to be careful with those. I mean, a lot of those sea creatures are really, like a jellyfish and stuff. That'd be kind of cool having something like one of those little jellyfish, but they can sting you pretty bad too.
But yeah,
I
do miss it.
Look at that. No wonder I couldn't see. It's a lot better now.
Right.
Let's see here. We said 2.5 centimeter making a difference. Just looking here what for whom freshwater? Chris is asking.
Yeah, I've been stung by banjo catfish. Nasty things they are.
Banjo catfish?
Yeah, nasty things they are.
They're kind of they don't move around very much, do they?
When the lights turn off, they're out and about.
Why are
But
they
during the
nasty?
day, you are.
Why are they nasty? What do they do?
Well, I was cleaning the tank out and transferring them over, and I picked up the sand, and obviously there was a banjo cat in there, and it wrapped its tail right round my thumb, and then pushed my thumb to its spikes on its side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nasty.
Oh my!
Nasty.
They happened to me one time with a bullhead catfish here. It's a native species.
Yeah.
And I had caught it, and I had a little bullhead about maybe 4 inches long. I had it in an aquarium for a while. It did really well. I mean, only problem is it'll eat, pretty much any tank mate that's almost the same size. But it was a brown bullhead, and had the little spikes on the side of their little whiskers there. It got me in the thumb one time. I tell you what, you want to talk about hurt. My gosh, it was terrible.
We've got Vinotsky in chat.
Hello, Vinotsky.
Hi, Vin.
Here you go, Daniel. Look, just for you. Look, I don't know if you can see that.
Lower it down just a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Can you lower it down a little bit?
Yeah, see, sexy shrimp.
Yeah, can't believe that, man.
Yeah. We've got Big Steve's glass box creations in.
Hello, Big Steve.
There is nothing that compares to the
hello.
beauty of a saltwater tank. I'll give you that. I will give you that. Right. However, I do think I found the mid-range, right, between the freshwater world and the saltwater world, right. Recently, and you guys know already, just started doing Malawi, and honestly, let me see if I can do this here. I don't know if I can.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
That's a nice mid-range, isn't it?
Let me put you on the big screen there 1 second. Here we go, solo layout. There, that's much better. Oh, yes.
Wow.
They are lovely.
Just started doing Malawi, and honestly, I'm really taking it. I really am. I feel like I should have done it a long time ago. So there's the ease of the freshwater world, relatively, but with all the colour and the wonder and the beauty of the saltwater world, I think.
The only thing that puts me off about these, look at them, they're killing each other. They're just tearing each other apart. I absolutely hate that. I mean, my God, the aggression level there is just off the chart.
So this is a conversation we had earlier.
They're just, I mean...
They are notorious for aggression, but Jeff and I and Arnold were having a conversation earlier. I have not seen any of that aggression that
I haven't either.
Supposedly notorious for.
You know what happens, I think, is what they do is when the people first set up the tank and everybody's establishing their dominance right off the get-go, you get a bunch of new fish in. What people tend to do is they'll get a couple African cichlids and throw them in a tank, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they'll have one or two fish to concentrate on. And their aggression is going to go right through the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how you have your tank and how I have my tank, you got several in there, and they're getting along. They're just swimming around. There's so many different fish in there that people are just minding. I keep calling them people because that's how I refer to them, I guess. They mind their own business. I found if you have enough, the key is to have enough of them, and there's always going to be an alpha, the tank boss, in there. Oh, we got somebody coming in.
That's me.
That's you. Oh, excellent. We put that on the big screen. Here we go. Solo layout. Here we are.
There you go.
Oh yeah, look at them.
Yeah, that's cool. Really nice.
All that death and destruction in there is making me nervous.
Well, there you've got the what do you call that? The giraffe cichlid. What do you call that again, Arnold?
The Venturas.
Venistus.
Yeah.
So they come under the name of predator hat, don't they? Which
Yeah.
Highly scary. It's going to rip the whole tank apart. And honestly, I found they're placid. There's anything really mild mannered.
Yeah.
Just go about doing their own thing.
There's also a Fontosa in there as well.
There's a what?
Once they're established, like how you have them and how Daniel has his and how I have mine. Once they're established and got all the territorial disputes out of the way. I mean, in the beginning with my tank, I had a little bit of aggression. I didn't have any deaths occur because I started out with a lot of them to begin with. That's what the key was. But there will be, one fish is going to be pretty much the ruler of the tank. Which one in that tank is your tank boss, Arnold?
That one.
Tank boss? Okay, that makes sense.
But yeah, there's a Fontosa there, look, just in the corner there.
Oh, wow,
I'd love to have a big tank full of Frontosa one day, man.
Oh, that would be
cool.
Tank, man.
That's 200 litres, that is.
200 litres. Nice.
Yeah.
Is that a 4 foot? Is that a 5 foot tank?
5 foot, yeah.
5 foot, okay.
Yeah.
Right now, my biggest tank is a 75 gallon, which is a 4 foot tank.
We haven't got nasty buzzers.
Yeah, even those big South and Central American, they're just ripping each other apart too, aren't they? Look at that. Stop being so aggressive.
This is done. There's the tank boss.
Yeah, the dovie.
Yeah.
The dovie is renowned as being one of the most aggressive fish, one of the most aggressive cichlids that are out there.
Yeah.
But I tell you, I've found some that are more aggressive than they are, but they're a lot smaller. If you want an aggressive fish, you go for it's called a 5-star jewelfish from West Africa.
Right.
Hemicromus elongatus. And I tell you, I had one of those. They call it the pocket battleship for a good reason, because that would be a difficult one to keep. We have Keith from KGE Aquatics is in the chat. I just see him pop by. Hello, Keith. Welcome.
Hey, Keith.
There you go.
I'll tell you,
Hi, Dan.
one of the most aggressive fish I've ever found, right? And I'm not taking away from what you said there, Jeff, or anything like that, right? But see, when I had it was a 6-foot long community tank, and I had a pair of breeding capensis.
Oh, yeah.
Every other fish was in about 2.5 inches at the end of the tank, and the capensis were just chasing everything off.
Oh,
See, when
wow.
they're in breed mode, they are fierce, man.
Well, that's the way it is with convict cichlids, too. They are really...
They are.
They are.
Gil in chat.
Those in the chat.
Hello, Gil. Welcome, my friend. We're just talking about fish aggression. I think he'll enjoy that because he has the South American cichlids and he likes the Central Americans.
Good day, good deal.
He says
Gil has got
substitute.
one of the most impressive tanks I've seen on YouTube, man. I love his big tank with his geophagus and all the rest of it, man.
Oh, 200 was it 250-gallon tank? It is
Beautiful. Beautiful.
very beautiful. So, go ahead and pop mine on real quick, and then we'll just maybe start in our process, and we start wrapping things up a little bit. Get that, and then we can have a little more discussion. I'll just go ahead and get that out of the way. Let's see here. Where's it at? There it is. So I want to say right now, though, with my top 5, I did it differently than I did a week and a half ago. I specifically chose 5 types of fish that can live together in the same tank, where every other one of my top 5s, you probably couldn't do that. I just had my top picks before were fish that I'd like to have in that certain size tank. But these 5 fish are what I want to have in the same tank. So here is my top 5. Hello and welcome to my top 5 fish for a 125-gallon aquarium. And these are 5 fish that I would keep in the same aquarium. Starting out with number 5, we have the sardine cichlid. This is the Cyptochromis leptosoma. This is the Katoomba location variety. I love the beautiful coloration of this cichlid. It's a great dither fish. I love the yellow tail on it. This inhabits the upper regions of the aquarium and makes for a very flashy, fun to watch fish. Very expensive, but this is my number 5 pick. And at number 4, we have the gold-faced Compressiceps. This is an Altolamprologus species. And I think it would make a fantastic centerpiece fish. The lifespan said 3 to 5 years, but I do believe this species to live much longer than that. And it also is a cave spawner. So that puts it in my number 4 spot. And my number 3 pick is the Julidochromis transcriptus. This is a fish that I've always wanted to get, and I will someday. It grows to about 3 inches. It's a rock dweller, and I love the bright, contrasting black and white coloration of this fish. It just really catches the eye. The Julidochromis transcriptus, my number 3 pick. Coming in at number 2, we have the sunflower cichlid, the Neolamprologus helianthus. What a beautiful fish this is. It doesn't grow too big. The females get about 2 3/4 inches. Males get about 3.5 inches. It's a rock dweller, and it's also a cave spawner, and they mate for life. Very interesting. And this is my number 2 pick. Like all the other fish on this list, they can be territorial. And number 1, we have the Neolamprologus multifasciatus shell dweller, better known as multis. They are the smallest cichlid in the world. They breed in escargot shells. They're a communal breeder, and they have beautiful blue eyes, and they are so fun to watch. So those are my top 5 picks for a 125-gallon aquarium. I really, really do like these fish, and I think I will make this happen at some point in my fish keeping career because they are so wonderful. I think they would look great together, and I thought it was interesting that I would choose 5 fish that could go in the same tank together as opposed to my other top 5 picks. So I hope you enjoyed this. Let us know in the comments what your choices would be, and thank you.
Well done.
That tank, Jeff. I'd love to see you set that tank up. I really would.
That would be nice.
That would be a high point, yeah.
Oh yeah, the Cyprichromas, they're kind of pricey. I've been looking at them. They're like $28, $29 a piece, which is it's pricey. You want to keep a group of like 6 of them or 8 of them or something. But they would, that would be a nice tank. I would love that. It would be just a tank just for me. I wouldn't worry about, anything else. It would just be for my enjoyment.
Mm.
That's what I would do. I think the biggest fish on that list was only about 5 inches. So, yeah, all the way down to the smallest. I got that multi. I got multi. My males upstairs. I've had them for like 3 or 4 years now. They're only about 1.5 inches long, and females are real tiny.
Never done swell dwellers myself. Never done them, but nearly did them in that tank there because I think it'd be quite impressive. But it's on the list. They're on the list. But if you could put that tank together, that'll be YouTube gold, man. I think.
Oh yeah. I got a 40 liter with my shell dwellers in it, and I got like 30 or 40 of them. They got plenty of room, man. They got shells in there. They get along great. I got some black mollies that swim in there for dithers, and they're aggressive enough that when the little shellies go up at them, they'll face them. So it's like nobody's getting hurt in that tank, and it's kind of a peaceful threat presentation.
Are they Lake Victoria shellies?
Oh. Well, thank you, Mel, for that. It's very nice. I'm going to try and keep my presentations going. I'm still learning how to do it. My wife helps. I got to be honest. My wife helps me with that quite a bit, but
I think you're doing great. I think everybody's presentations were nice tonight, man. And I know Keith was saying he's got crushed due to the resolution or something, but it looked great on the screen to me.
Mm.
Oh yeah, it really was excellent. And like I mentioned before, anybody out there, if you want to do something, it has to be in. The only thing the requirement is you don't want to upload it to YouTube first. If you can send it to either me or Arnold in MP4 format. Anytime you want to. I mean, if you want to just show off a tank or something, please do, because that's always a lot of fun. I mean, I'd love to be able to show you guys this tanks on here. If you're bashful and don't want to come up as a panel member, you don't have to if you don't want to. But if you would like to share your tanks with anybody, just send them to us, and we'll make sure we get them out. And that'd be fun for us, and I'm pretty sure you guys would enjoy it too. So that's one of my ideas to do that.
And that's what we love. We love seeing other people's tanks, man, don't we?
Oh, I do too. I love it. Yeah, anybody want to show your tanks or something? Just let us know. And if you want to be a guest on the panel, just say yeah, I would like to. And we'll make it happen.
The only problem is when you see someone else's tank, you're like, I want to do that. I want to do that.
Yeah, I know it.
There's only so many tanks we can keep.
That's right. Yes. What we got here? How do we send them? Okay, David, what you do is if you're on Messenger, okay, you can either send them there or you can email us. And do you have your email available, Arnold, to I could put it on here. I mean, I have nothing to hide with my email, but I can't type on my phone right now. That's what the problem is. But if you go to the Fish Fam link, you can look up Jeff Pelham's Aquatics. I think my email is there, I believe. And you can just send it through email. Just make sure it's an MP4, and make sure, just make sure it's MP4, and then send it, and then we can do it on here. But you just got to make sure that it's like 3 minutes or less, and it's got to be under 200 or less megabytes, which you could, like all of ours were less than 200 that you've seen today. So if you keep it like that, it should be no problem at all.
Arnold's on it, man. He's got his concentrated face on that.
Yeah. Send all your presents. You can send your presents to me too, because I actually was able to put up. I was able to put up Daniel's which I was pretty proud of that. It's the first time I've ever that was my first time uploading somebody else's video on my thing, so I was
pretty short
ready
notice as well. I sent it to Jeff about 5 minutes before the stream and everything.
Got it started, yeah. You might say I was rather chuffed that I was able to do that.
You did great, man. You did great.
Yeah.
How does Keith think about doing a little tour of his fish room?
Who's that?
Keith.
Oh, absolutely. I was going to answer Tara's question. I don't know how to resize video.
Probably touching off now.
Oh, you can go ahead and go around with the camera. Tara, I know how to do. I know Kathy knows how to do it, but we can make it work. Trust me on that. If you want
Mel's trying to help her out anyway, man. Mel's on it.
Mel's on it. Okay, it's on an iPhone. Is it on an iPhone? He's asking.
Yeah.
It's an Android. Okay.
We've got Alison in chat. We've got Alison.
Alison, it's been a while, man. Good to see you, Alison.
Hello, Alison. Now, Keith, yours was on an Android phone, wasn't it?
Yeah, I done mine through a VM video editor. So it's just an app on your phone.
Okay. But it was an Android product, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we can do it. We can make that work, Tara.
And then
she's got beautiful tanks too.
when you email it, it'll ask you if you want to automatically reduce the size of the file before you send it.
Oh, is that what you didn't do, or you did?
Mine went through OneDrive, didn't it? So otherwise, it would have compressed it automatically. So,
yeah, my wife just she has a tool that she was able to compress it down in size. So because it was over 300 megabytes, and she compressed it down to I think 174 megabytes. So which was really good.
Jeff, I'm so proud, man. I'm so proud. A few months ago, man, you were struggling to stay on live without pressing the wrong buttons. Now you're talking about resolutions and compression and all the rest, man.
Oh.
Come a long way, man. Well done, Jeff.
A little bit. I've had to learn a little bit, It's just trying to keep up a little bit.
No, you doing great. You're doing excellent.
Jeff looks like Sherlock Holmes with that magnifying glass. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it shouldn't be. It should be no bother, Tara. Just needs to convert it to if it's iPhone. Yeah. Yep. So everybody, get your videos together for a week from not next week, but a week after in 2 weeks. Or actually, you can do it any week. Actually, for show and tell, we can do that on a weekly basis, can't we?
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea. Yeah, send them anytime you want to, guys. Any one we get, we'll get them in here. And if we have an entire live stream and we have a whole bunch of segments, we'll run all the segments and just enjoy it. I'm not worried. It's gonna be fantastic. I'm really so happy to see everybody here. I'm happy to have these gentlemen with me here on the panel. It's so wonderful. All right. Well, that was very, very nice. So
I watched Keith's video the other day about plants that you would go with, like beginner plants, fast growing plants, and all the rest of it, right? What is the plant that you've got growing behind you? Why have you got it, and why would you recommend it?
this one. I've got 2 plants. I've got Aloe densa and I've got Balasnaria. And at the time when I set the tank up, I was going to dirt this tank and set it up as a wall stand. And these 2 plants, you can use your KH now if the CO2 level is low in the tank. You'll just use the carbon in your KH rather than needing CO2. So they'll just carry on growing like normal, like they were being injected with CO2. But they'll just use the KH to do it. That's one of the main reasons why I picked it. Another reason why I picked it was if you're using a soil substrate, you get anoxic conditions or like low oxygen conditions. These can, especially the Aloe densa, they'll literally bring oxygen down into the substrate and put it into the soil. And plus, Aloe densa is one of the best plants you can get to absorb nitrates. I've got. water wisteria and hormone in here, and although the faster growers, they're not as good at consuming nitrates as LOD said. Like, I absolutely love that plant, but it gets a lot of stick. Aquascapers.
Not the biggest Alodia fan myself, if I'm honest with you, man. I just don't like the way it looks. And vowels, I have always struggled with vowels. Just do not grow for me, right? Also Monte Carlo, right? But all of a sudden I found out they do need a lot of calcium, right? So what I've been doing is grabbing a handful of coral sand out of the African cichlid tank and tossing it in the back of that tank there, and all of a sudden everything's taking off. So I think
great!
There, man.
Yeah.
Huh? Mm-hmm.
You know, it's funny you mentioned that. I just read that about the val needing high calcium. That's interesting. I just read that like yesterday.
Yeah,
very
vowels,
good.
Monte Carlo, a few other plants. Yeah, sometimes if you're struggling, it's not about the CO2 or the other high. What do they call it? Like high tech stuff. Sometimes it's easier throwing something in that you've got nearby. You know, so that's what I've done. For the Africa cichlid tank, grabbed a handful, threw it in the back of the tank, and it is actually spreading out runners. Can you put me on the big screen, Jeff? No.
Yep, he's on the big screen. Yep. I'll put you on the big screen. Here we go. There we go, and there we are.
Right, let me see if I can reach.
There we are.
Let me see if I can reach. I can't reach right across. Actually, that's as far as I can get. But the Monte Carlo is actually sending runners off into the gravel now. Into the substrate. All right. Before it was just melting back, and now it is actually trying to prosper and survive. And I think that is because of that handful of coral sand that I tossed in, and I do think it's made all the difference. So sometimes it's about thinking out of the box, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Very nice. Very nice indeed. I love that Monte Carlo. Yeah. God, look at that. The Monte Carlo looks so nice.
I've always struggled with it. And the valve. There's valves at the back there, and they are starting to take shape as well. Let me see if I can get you that. Oh,
sure.
Right, let me see if I can show you this. That was my keyboard. Right, so my valves.
Oh, there they are.
The ones at the back have been struggling, but I've got lots and lots of new growth there. And since I tossed in the coral sand. So it's. So
I can see the runners. I can see the runners going.
There's like nothing in the water, right? I've joked many times. I'm surprised it's even wet. There's nothing in it, right? And maybe that was the secret all along. Maybe I just needed a wee bit KH and GH and buffer that stuff up to make the difference. We'll see in a few weeks.
Oh, beautiful. I see the runners, though. I can see the little... I know I have some dwarf sage. It does similar. Mm-hmm. It's kind of sending little runners down around.
Yeah. Uh-huh. So excited. See when I come in... So sad, I'm the saddest fish keeper in the world. See, when I come in from work, it's the first thing I do. Check on the kids, then run in, check on the tank, because if I've got a new runner, it's a good day.
Oh, I know. Isn't that exciting? That when we see new plant growth or see a new fry or something in your tank, it's just like, I love it. That is really good.
It makes your day, doesn't it? It really does make your day. I'll tell you what else I've got going on in there, right? See this? Yeah. See the pink flamingo there?
Ooh,
oh, wow.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
They have been throwing out some amazing colour since I've thrown that sand in as well, man.
Oh, nice. I know that Tara's been farming those out too, the pink flamingos.
Wow.
Right, so I'll tell you a story here, right? What happened was I was doing really, really well with pink flamingos, and I had a fish that ate it all, and I was really, really downhearted, and I was ready to give up, right? And then I saw Tara's video about the pink flamingos, and I was like, I'm not giving up. If Tara can do it, I can do it too. And they had the proof is in the pudding, man. They are doing really, really well. Bit of patience, bit of perseverance, bit of hard effort and thinking about it, and well, we're doing all right now. And Tara gave me the what do you call it? The willpower to keep going. So Tara, I owe you one, right?
Isn't she wonderful? She's the one that got me into the plants to begin with. To be honest with you, I really, when I met her on the channel, on videos, when I came across her video and started watching her and became friends with her and seeing all the plants that she kept, I was like, wow, I wish my tanks looked like that. I mean, my takes
One
aren't
of
even
the nicest
remotely
people in the
close.
world ever as well, man. Really like Tara. Same as yourself, Jeff.
Oh
Really
yeah,
dope.
I've officially adopted her as my sister. I know that she's probably going to be like cringing when I say that. I'm sorry, but that's just the truth. It's the truth. She's wonderful. Her and her husband both. Greg is a salt of the earth guy too. He's a nice man.
I've not met
What lights are you running on that tank?
I can believe that, yeah.
Let's see here. And were you going to turn your phone around also, Keith, and show you're going to do a tour?
Most of my lights are off now.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, next time when they're out,
Mandy's saying my pink flamingo just threw a pup out. So, so a pink flamingo sent some other plant. That's really exciting, Mandy. That's brilliant.
Oh,
Well done. Such a nice plant, man. It's really exciting when it does well, isn't it?
yes. Congrats, Mandy. And Ron's saying I got 3 fantastic pink flamingos from Tara a couple of weeks back. Yes, I seen the unboxing on that. That was really great. We have such a nice community of people here. You know, I got all my brothers across the pond here, and I got my family here. You know, I got family there, got family here. It's nice. I just love it.
That's why we look forward to Wednesdays, isn't it?
I look forward to it. I look forward to seeing you guys every day.
Never celebrate it.
We could do this every day. I would, but it's just
I need some of them pink flamingos.
Oh, the pink flamingos.
So
I need some of that.
A wee bit, Keith, right? I'll hit you up and I'll send some on to you, man. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 now. See when it gets to 12, I'll send you 4 of them. How's that?
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, I know that here in the United States, when to buy them, they're really a pricey plant here. I'm not sure what they are over there. But I was looking at them here, and they're like $20, $30 a piece over here.
They're not cheap. They're not cheap.
No, they're not.
Just be aware, Keith, that when you open your package, there might be like a little IOU form where Daniel's like saying, "By the way, these aren't free. I'm gonna have to charge you because I'm a Spurs fan."
We need the money for the transfers, man.
Oh, dearie me.
Well, you know, I had a few more of them actually, but I stuck them in that plant feeder thing that they sent me, the heavy stack thing, man. So, and a couple of them wilted back. Do you know what I mean? So, give me a couple of weeks, Keith, and I will shout you out, and I'll sort you out for that. That's no problem at all, man. I'm sure it's going to do fine.
Now, where are you located at, Keith, in the UK?
I'm just over the water from Liverpool.
I'm not sure what that is. How far away is that from you guys? How far away is that from you, Arnold?
That's quite a distance away. I'm not going to walk it. Let's be fair.
Okay.
Halfway between me and Arnold somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay. And in relation where you're at, Daniel, how far are you away from Arnold and Keith?
Yeah, I'm still not walking there.
You're not going to walk there either, huh? How many miles are we talking here?
Well, 500 miles from London, so I'm probably 300 from Keith. Is that about right?
Probably about 2, yeah.
2, 3, yeah.
Oh,
You're probably about 3 from me, I think. Yeah.
That's quite a drive, isn't it? Yeah, that's a long trip.
It's a long walk.
In a bucket.
It's a long walk.
It's a long walk, though.
Nice.
We're not quite stretched out as you guys in the US, but it's far enough.
Oh yeah, it is. I mean, I can go from. Well, if I was down at the southern part of Michigan and drove up to the Upper Peninsula, it'd probably take me about 5 hours to get up there, even. Probably
tell you what.
5 hours.
Tell you one plant I am after, and I can't find it anywhere. Crinum natans. If anyone sees anything in the UK, like, I'm desperate to get my hands on one. I ordered one, and it turned out to be Tiatum. I ordered another one. I got a notification saying it had been dispatched, and then I got nothing for 2 weeks. So I emailed them, and they apologised and asked me did I want refunding, and I said no, I want that plant. And the next morning I got an email saying I've been refunded. and they were the only two people in the UK that were selling them.
I thought I'd seen a video that you had it, and only 4 people in the UK had it, or something like that. So I was going to hit you up, like, see when it's doing well. Give me a shout.
So I got the first one. It was Tyanum, Crenum Tyanum, which is the straight leaf one. It looks like an absolute giant Balasnaria. And then I thought I had it. I'd ordered it, and it said there was 47 available. And they just refunded me, but it's still saying there's 47 available. But they're saying you haven't got them, so I don't know.
I think what happened is he found out that you knew what you were talking about and knew what the plants were, and he's kind of counting on somebody not knowing and selling them as something else. Maybe I don't know. I shouldn't think that way of people. I really should. I feel like I should think better. Sometimes some shrewd business people can do stuff like that, you know. But we got people like Keith here who sells plants, and he does a good job. And he says he'll sell those for not even close to $20 for the pink flamingos. That's great. Excellent.
Tell you, one of my favourite plants ever is Crinum calamstratum, if you know that. It's one that's like...
Yeah, I've got one down here.
So I was thinking about sticking that in the African tank, actually, because I've got some Anubias in there and they're not touching that. And I think, right, tough plants, maybe we can go with that. But I think the Crinum would attract some algae on it. And I'm not sure I could keep it clean enough. You know, it's a slow grower, isn't it? You know? But see if I could get a couple of them going on in the African tank. That would look wild, man.
I had it in this one, and it didn't really do nothing. Was it in this one, or was it that one when it was just... I think it was just gravel. And then I've dated it. And since I've dated it, like the bulbs, I've got a Pontichetans, the Crenum, they've all exploded. Everything that feeds at the roots has just exploded. I had an Amazon sword down there, and the leaves were about that big. Within 4 weeks, there's leaves like nearly a foot long coming out of the Amazon sword already. The Crenum, like, it's exploded since I put it in the dirt.
Oh, nice.
I can't really dirt the African tank, but you can imagine what that would look like.
Oh, yeah,
that would like African soup, man, with a Crinum.
Oh, it would be. If you do it, you could do it. Go to work, come home in a couple hours. It'd be just brown.
To be fair, I had this dirted.
You should be asking to come and work with me, man.
I've got Java Fern and Crypt and Anubias in my Malawi tank.
It was you that encouraged me, Arnold. Actually, I think we were talking about it the other day. You know, you can try this plant, that plant. And I thought, right, I'll give it a wee try. Right? Didn't expect too much. Stuck an Anubias in it, and they've not gone near it. So I'm going to experiment a little bit. But the point was there. Imagine a few Crinum calamstratum up the back of the tank, and that would look wild, wouldn't it? That would look amazing, man.
And I'm still amazing people that I've got Java Fern growing in my marine tank.
Yeah, marine. I was about to say that your marine tank.
I know.
He's in a full marine tank. He's got Java Fern thriving. I have a hard time keeping it alive in the freshwater here. Honestly.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It looks like here we get somebody says, challenge accepted. He says it's like keeping Neocaridina with puffers. I don't know.
Right. Do you know what? You're kidding on there, right? But I used to keep cherry shrimp with pea puffers, and it was absolutely fine, by the way. And the Marno shrimp.
I've seen that done before.
Yeah.
They're too quick for the puffers anyway.
Yeah. So pea puffers, we had Neocaridina, we had Amano shrimp, Chili Rasbara, and Iosinglis. Was a great wee tank, man. Magic wee tank.
Yes. I've never had the pea puffers yet, but I got the Neocaradinas. I got them with my Endlers. They do great.
Your Caradina, Jeff. What a tank that is, man. What a tank.
Yeah.
I made the mistake. I had a good crystal blue with a crit. No. Calamine, one of the blues, man. And right, so the debate whether you can keep better with cherry shrimp. To me, 50% it goes right, 50% it goes wrong. Right? That tank's got the tank over there's got a better and cherry shrimp, and it's absolutely fine. But I put a female better. It was in with my blue Neocaridina and took them all out within about a week. And gutted, gutted, absolutely gutted. Absolutely gutted.
I have a pair of male and female placat betta in with my blue dreams, and they're doing great.
Mm-hmm. It's a 50-50, honestly. Sometimes it's fine, sometimes it's not. You know, depends on the betta, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And what mood they're in.
I had originally put some fish in that tank because I don't know if you heard about the challenges I've been having with the scuds. I got some scuds in I bought, and they're just eating all my plants. I mean, that's what the problem is. I don't have any problem with scuds. They're a great fish food, but if they get out of control, which they did in some of my tanks, you can take a big softball size of dense Java moss, throw it in a tank that's got scuds in it, lots of scuds. I tell you, within like a week or two, it's gone. It's like it completely just vanishes. They eat it down to nothing. They just devour it.
They're like the locusts of the aquarium, isn't they?
In fact, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my camera. I'm gonna show you one of the plants that got ravaged by the scuds in my fish line here. And this plant was really doing well. I'm gonna go over here. I just don't want to make everybody sick while I'm moving over to relocating. I did a planting pod, and it's a bunch of Ludwigia.
Yeah, I'll show you for Rachel. I've not seen them available in the UK. I've looked a few times.
I haven't seen them.
I'll show you what's left of this one here. I'm gonna have to sit on the floor for this one. Okay. All right, and go ahead. This tank right here. This right here was absolutely stuffed, and it was huge. And it was really doing. I mean, that's what's left of it. Now you can see how it's been ravaged. See that? They've eaten. But luckily, the wild type bettas I have here, I get this new pair of mouth brooding. They're called Unimaculatas here. And there's the male right there. He's starting to color up on his gill plate a little bit. Absolutely stunning fish. And they actually hunt down the scuds. So this is starting to bounce back a little bit.
Would you not take the plant out and put in another tank, Jeff, to let it recover?
I could, but I'd risk the scuds will get down into the substrate in there. I'd have to take everything out. I'd risk moving it to a non-infected tank, so to speak. Have to try and contain it. And so these guys, though, they've been doing a good job. Though they've been hunting it down, and this right here is starting to come back. So luckily, I've seen these guys. They'll actually go down into the substrate, and they'll see one. They'll actually dig and move gravel to get to them. So they're actually actively hunting them. And then I got the killifish. They're doing the same. He's starting to color up a little bit. They're getting close to breeding. These guys are.
I feel like you gave the scuds the wrong idea when you tossed the fork in. They thought it was dinner time, man.
Yeah, that's for the zucchini for these guys. That's what I think next week what we'll do is I'll throw some nice zucchini out here for these guys. It's been a few weeks for the plecos. I'll put some zucchini on that fork, and then they're going to go to town on it. But, yeah, that used to be a big, luscious. Oh, there's a little bit floating up here. They actually chewed the actual stem out of the substrate. But this was, I had several of these. I mean, if there's a video, if I could think which one it was, but it was really full. Over in my 55 gallon, I had the water was steering, and it was like a tree. It was so big. It was so big and lush, and it got completely annihilated, and it was doing so well.
Just goes to show what a small change in the aquarium, what a devastating effect it can have, can't it? Introducing something as small as a few scuds.
Oh, yeah. Well, I actually paid for them. I bought them to bring them in the house so I could get a culture going, because up in that tank up there, which you can see that it's very lush and green because the apistos in that tank hunt them relentlessly, and they managed to keep them. I put hundreds in that tank, and they eat them all. But some tanks that they get into accidentally with some of the fish that aren't quite as predatory as that. But luckily now I got enough predators in this tank. I think they're gonna balance it out. It's not a very attractive tank right here, but it's the fish are healthy, and I'm gonna get it looking nice. Hopefully, once they get them under control better. But I'm getting into the wild tank better. They are really fascinating fish.
Yeah, they're cool. They're really nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna get back on my feet here. Got a couple more plants to show. Some of the Ludwigi in this needs to be trimmed up pretty well, but this isn't the big one. This is just a few. Doing pretty well. See if we can. Oh, there's the. I got a new pair of Apistos here. There's the male, and I got a wild
Cacadoides flash, are they?
orange flash. Yep. But I have a wild type female to breed with them. Female, there she is, and she's starting to turn yellow. So I think they're getting ready. I had the other ones I thought were a pair, the super reds, but I found out that I got two females. They sold me two females as a pair. One was much more colorful. I think it was just older. I still have them, but they don't have, the male doesn't have the extensions on his dorsal fin. And as you can see on this guy right here, he has them.
He does, yeah. Surely he does.
Definitely a male.
Very nice tail on him, yeah.
They've been spending a lot of time over here in this little hut, so I'm having a feeling that they're going to be starting pretty soon. But this had the scuds in it, and these guys have hunted them down to extinction pretty much. You can see my Java moss is starting to come back too. It was completely almost wiped out, but it's doing better. This tank over here is kind of dark because I got my lights out. That's all Ludwigium from that one plant. It got up to the top here, and then it just spreads out everywhere. Let me move my stuff out of the way here.
Yeah, nice, yeah.
Really nice and healthy. Goes all the way across the 20-gallon. Side to side.
What are you using for lights, Jeff? Are you not just using shot lights across all of them? I know you've got individual lights there.
Yeah, I got individual lights here. They're just the little cheap ones. They're actually quite bright, but all these plants kind of dim it down a lot. And I have this one unplugged because I have my laptop plugged in for the stream because I can to read the chat better than on my phone. But there's my albino cubensis.
Very nice, man. I like them. I had some of them way back.
I'm waiting for them to start pairing up a little bit. And they are beautiful. I love these guys. Got my trio of cherry barbs in here. The cherry barb male is actually the tank boss. I'm not sure where he's at right now. But he is aggressive. And there's my paradise fish.
I thought they were really, really aggressive. Do they not chase after the cribs, no?
They get along pretty well. Not much,
it's a fish I've always wanted to try, but everybody's warned me off that there's nothing more aggressive than a paradise fish.
Oh, get one. You'll love it. You'll love it. They're not that bad. Honestly, they're
in the shop the other day, and I was dying to get one right enough then, but the reputation has scared me off a little bit.
You know, the same thing with the reputation with the African cichlids.
Yeah, you're right there. Yeah, you live and learn. I suppose, yeah.
They're not supposed to be as aggressive as that. I say they're probably about the same, but not as active as the African cichlids, and they're not that bad. Definitely get one. They're a fun fish to keep.
Yeah, I like them. I do like the look of them. I do like the idea. You're saying that about the African cichlids. I'm looking across there, man. I don't think I've ever felt more peaceful than sitting watching them just float about each other. Honestly.
Yep.
They can come down if they want.
Are we getting to meet the family, Arnold? The family coming down?
I think Sassy's coming.
Oh, is it? Oh, great.
Ah, cool.
It's always nice to...
Happy birthday, I last seen her.
Yeah.
That's right. That was...
Hi.
Hello.
You got Pooh, Daniel, and then Uncle Jeff.
Hello.
What are those brackish fetters called?
Oh, I think there's a screenshot on your phone. The name on.
Uh.
I can't remember the exact name again.
Yeah, she's found some brackish betta fish.
Yeah.
How does that work, man?
There's full marine bettas too. Did you know that? There's a full marine betta as well.
That's right. So there is. There is.
Yeah.
And actually, Safi had a top 5 that, but we weren't able to upload it. But we'll.
So where's this camera? Betta machiavensis.
Yeah, no idea how you say that.
Oh, is there a picture of it as well?
I have a picture of it.
There's no picture, but yeah, they're interesting.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, she does like her brackish water tanks. She's got the mud skippers upstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are interesting. Those are really cool. Are those the Indian mud skippers or the African?
Atlantic bars, master skippers.
Yeah. Atlantic bar mud skippers.
Nice. How large do they get?
They can get to about 15 centimeters.
15 centimeters.
Oh, not bad at all then. About 4.5 inches. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Bigger than I thought. I thought they stayed wee, man.
Yeah, it's a shame they don't get a bit bigger. Then I could feed the kids to them.
That's what you have the Oscars.
That's what the Oscars are for, right?
Yeah, that's why I got the Oscars.
The Dolomite.
Yeah. Well, they both wait.
They're winding down and ready for bed.
So is that a new series then, Arnold? What fish can I grow out big enough to eat the children? Just
Yeah.
them under a tank and that.
Oh, dear.
Jimmy's saying that Keith is talking too
I'm
much.
down.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Jimmy P is saying, Jim Pelham's Aquatics, Keith is talking too much. No,
Jimmy P, where is Jimmy P? Why is he not joining us?
Yeah, come on, Jimmy P. Sort it out.
I think he's down at the bottom of the chat, I believe, right now. There
Yeah,
he is.
you are at the bottom. Yeah, I have been watching the chat for you.
Yep. There he is. Yeah, he was just showing his tanks with the plants that he's doing and stuff. I don't know, Jim, if you've seen his channel or not. You should check it out. He does really great stuff with plants. That's why I thought when I met Ron, and of course I've been friends with Tara for such a long time, and now we have Keith here. We've got a lot of people that are very talented with plants. That, I mean, I don't think I'd be where I was at right now. I mean, not that my tanks are beautiful or anything, but I'm having success, and that I think I can attribute that to the people I hang with. So all you guys are doing wonderful.
The people you hang
To
with.
be fair, I was surprised with how many people said that inspired them to get into plants when I started showing mine off.
Was that Dustin?
Well, no, I'm saying when I started showing my plants and tanks off, a lot of people reached out to me and they were saying that I'd inspired them to get into plants. I found that quite surprising, to be fair.
Tara did that for me too.
Maybe they thought, well, I can do better than that.
I think it's about the confidence to do it, isn't it? Because a lot of us see all these planted tanks, we go, oh, that's cool, and all the rest of it. I could never do that. And then you find people that you relate to that are doing, at least something along those lines, and you start experimenting, and it grows from there, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Aquatic.
Kenny, hi, Kenny. What a treat having Kenny E here. That's great. We're just having a nice little meeting here and checking out.
If you ever want to know how to breed a fish, what's Kenny's channel? Done them all.
Oscar is saying plants are expensive. They can be expensive. Yes, they can. Now, most of my plants are I'd say probably the lower priced plants. I get like Ludwigian, hornwort, Java moss, that kind of stuff. But some of those plants can get very pricey. But I tell you something though, when you see a beautiful planted tank, oh, there's a nice looking betta. Look at that.
Is that the brackish better? The saltwater better you're on about, Arnold?
Yeah, the brackish.
That's brackish. Wow, that looks like a mahachiensis.
Does it like a mahachi, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It looks like a wild type betta of one of the freshwater species.
So you can just get a mahachi and not worry about having to struggle with the brackish water.
Very nice.
The boys are back. The boys are downstairs now.
Oh, aren't they?
I'm going to answer June's comment, right? June's saying plants are expensive. I'll tell you, they're only expensive when they don't work very well, man. When they go great and you can share them with your friends and sell them on and all the rest, not expensive at all. But when you buy a plant that's got a high price tag and it melts instantly in your tank, that's when you find them expensive, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I got a question here. It looks like freshwater ichthyology. Rebecca, I wonder about alien bettas. They are likely hybridized. Yes, they are hybridized. They're hybridized with, typically, you have the domesticated bettas. They'll hybridize with the wild type betta embellus. And there's also we were talking about the mahachiensis. They'll hybridize with them. And they'll also hybridize with the Smargadina, I think it's how you pronounce it. Smargadina.
That's right.
Wild yeah, Smargadina.
Yeah, everyone that sees some impressive fish, check out Frank's bettas, man. Guy over in Indonesia, man. Have you seen him? See some of the bettas he produces are out of this world, man.
Yes, they are. Frank's
That's
betta.
what he's doing. He's hybridizing wild bettas with, some of those other species that you're talking about for really stunning results. And
The ones that have red border around. It's like a green fish. It has a bright red border around its tail. It's just absolutely stunning.
Do you want to see my betta fish, do you? Do you want to see my baby?
I would love to see them. I'm going to put you on the big screen.
Right, it depends which one. Because Arnold was saying he was going to send me a betta, right? And then I caught him last week saying I'm going to send him a red and white Arsenal.
Oh,
don't want to see that one.
I remember that one.
So that was the one. That was the one I was going to send you.
All right, well that's not white and blue, is it? That's white and blue and white. Yeah. He's cute.
So that was what I was going to send you. Then we've got a nice yellowy half moon.
That's beautiful, man. That is stunning, man. Look at it.
Wow.
Got a little white one, just sitting chilling out.
Is that Dad in the background? Is that Dad in the background there?
Yeah, it's Dad in the background. Yeah.
I had a fish very, very similar to that way back then.
But yeah, these ones here are like the koi ones.
Oh, don't be coy with me.
Terrible, absolutely terrible. That was.
I know
Yeah, we've got some really nice ones in there now.
They're all nice, man. They're all nice, Arnold.
Look at that stunner right there. That blue.
There's a nice one there.
Ooh, I want that one.
Well, you know who that is, don't you?
Is that Clark Kent?
That's Clark Kent.
Oh, that is Clark Kent. He's the father, right?
That's his son. That's his son. Yeah.
His son. Okay.
Yeah.
We have to name him Superboy then.
Oh yeah.
Clark Kent Jr.
Nice.
So yeah, that's the one I was going to send you, Daniel.
Right. Well, that's not quite the way you described it, man. I was imagining just like an Arsenal strip coloration.
Oh my days! Come on.
a Gunner's emblem on his chest there.
Yeah. He's a nice little one. He is.
He's nice, man. He's beautiful, man.
But yeah, that's like all my bettas are in there.
Oh, they are beautiful.
That looks like a lot of work, but though, are you changing water out of them every day and that, eh?
Yep.
That's a lot of work. No wonder.
Yeah.
You're 8 o'clock.
But the you have to you have to use the pipette to get the water out.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
So that's on the agenda for tomorrow. That is.
Got to have a passion for it if you're going to do that, ain't you?
Still
So
get you
that's
a turkey baster for Christmas.
You are?
Should get you a turkey baster for Christmas.
Yeah.
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 Those are handy. I got to get one of those for myself for when I do my.
What could do with the new one?
To clean the tanks out.
Yeah, I could do with the new one. To be honest.
Telling me you've not swiped Kathy's turkey baster by now, surely, are you? Guarantee it's been in the fish room at least once, man.
Well, it'd be my turkey baster. I do all the cooking here, so I don't have to worry about that.
Well, we got.
Red Lantern says, I love the way that you heat the containers.
Hello, Uncle Chestnut.
Who's that?
Is that Junior sneaking in there?
That's Reginald. He gave me some.
Hi, Reginald.
Hello,
Gave me some chocolate.
He's bashful, isn't he?
That looks like stuff I would feed to the Oscars.
He's like I was when I was a little boy. I was awfully shy.
You can keep that. Reginald, my Oscar is hungry.
Bring in another baby.
Where is he?
He's like, I'd like to keep me fingers, Daddy.
Yeah. That's a shame I ain't got my red belly. It's a shame I ain't got my red belly piranhas anymore, really. And
Oh, yeah.
Arnold, you are worrying me, man.
Gord's saying he loves the way you keep your...
horror movies, man.
I've got far too many horror movies in my collection. Yeah.
Do you see what Gord put right there for you? He says he loves the way you heat your containers. For the Bettas. Hello.
What's this thing?
Oh, Reginald, you just made me hungry.
Oh, you're
Anything
Daddy's
right there,
man.
man.
That's nice.
What is that?
That's nice, man.
Oh, no. Oh, you can keep that. Oh, that is grim. Oh,
You sucked it
that
already,
is
didn't you?
grim.
Sucked it already, didn't you? I've done that. We once come over and give you a crispy. Oh, cheers. You're like, oh, pre-owned.
What is that? Oh, God. Mm. In here, the Oscar's hungry. Come on.
Wash it down with some flat Coca-Cola. That'll make it better.
Oh, hell. Look, where's Uncle Jeff? Look.
Hello.
Hi, Reginald. Hi,
I can see you with this.
What you want? You want Frank then? That's not really nice.
Oh,
Should we send him?
in this room, Reginald. You have to get up very, very early to prank us, man.
You want to send them some hot chilies? Apparently, we've got to send you some hot chilies. Apparently.
Chili,
Yeah,
oh,
I'm
yeah.
up for that, man. I can do
Oh,
that.
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Yeah. Whoa, that's grim. Whatever that was. That.
We're having a conversation about shipping plants in the United States here, and they're saying that to ship plants to California is illegal. And Keith was saying that, asking me how I know, and then Tommy says, don't bust me because he ships in the United States too.
To be fair, when somebody on my channel in the US says, where do I get nice plants, I'll just say, go see Tara, man. I'll let her deal with the technicalities.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Tara's got you covered.
She ships some great plants. And I've had them brought to me in person when we meet at the LFS, so I get extra special treatment, so I'm very proud of that.
Jeff's got the gold package.
Yeah, I get the gold package, yes. And that makes it extra special.
We'll be back in a second.
I'm just giving some stuff. We're all good messing around. Okay. But where I am serious, I don't charge for a bag of leaves. Scrutiny than a hobbyist, but the laws are the laws. Okay. Yeah. Tara's just in the beginning phases of shipping plants, everybody. So if you're interested in those, reach out to her. Yes, fantastic.
What are they feeding Arnold?
Oh, Christmas pudding crisps. You keep that.
What kind of
Oh, Christmas pudding.
Christmas? What is Christmas pudding?
Oh, that is grim. Oh, it's horrible. Oh, I hate Christmas pudding at the best of times, but
What is Christmas pudding?
Pass
Don't know
it here.
Christmas pudding is.
Pass it here, look.
Christmas pudding.
Christmas pudding.
Yeah,
What does it taste like?
Christmas
I'm not
pudding.
going to say because
Do you like?
Reginald was
I don't know what it is. But, oh, okay. I'm gonna I'll be right back. It's time for a bio break for this dude, and I'll be back in just a moment. Okay.
He can't leave us. Oh, that is grim.
If I don't, I'm gonna have to get the mop out. I'll be back.
Oh, that's grim. So how many eggs have they laid then, the angelfish?
I can't see them around the back of the pipe, but what I noticed was the male wasn't really going at them. I think he did it
No.
once and that was it. But I'm not having much luck with these angels, so
No.
yeah. I've pulled eggs, put them down here, nothing hatched. They just all went white after a couple of days, so starting to give up with these two, so I
Yeah.
might move them on. But I've still got my Manica Peru in the house that I want to bring out here and get them going, but I think I've got 4 males there.
Oh, no.
That's just my luck. I've got 4 males with me Manica Peru. I've got, by the looks of it, I've got 4 female Wabba mustard plecos, and then 3 male peppermint bristlenose.
Oh,
So every time
dear.
I buy them, I always end up with the same sex.
Yeah.
I've just seen in here, I've got a blue dream shrimplet swimming round.
Oh, nice.
But the problem is, my rainbows are eating them all as I'm watching.
That's better on TV. You didn't keep that and all. I ain't having that. God, kids. Oh, no, you can keep them. Peanut and hazelnut. No. To be honest, I've got a pair of angels. I've got like smoky angels.
Oh yeah, my mate's got some of them.
Yeah, so I've got them, and then I got given a L number plec.
Wow, which one have you got?
I've got the L066 King Tiger.
Mm.
I've got the L333s, which is similar.
Yeah. Yep, got him for absolutely nothing.
Wow,
So
That's nice.
they're going for like 60 quid in my local shop at the moment.
there's one over my LFS it's about that big. And it's about that's $49.95 for something that big.
Yeah,
And when I used to work at International Tropicals, we had Sunshine Plec,
sunshine plug.
and he was that big. He was £185.
Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
it's
incredible.
crazy.
Expensive some of them can use. I feel sorry for the people in Australia. My God, price on something like that down there for a zebra pleco here in the United States is about $200 US. I was talking to Craig. He said he paid like $800 a piece.
You can get two. You can get 2 zebra plecos from a mate of mine for £112 for 2.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, that's a great deal.
Yeah.
That's a
So,
real.
I've been offered them for like 40 quid each for
Yeah.
babies. But
But the problem is around my area, so many people are coming out of the hobby. They just turn up outside my door and say, "Do you want these fish?"
Jesus.
So I'm like, yeah, go on then. Why not?
I don't have that problem, Arnold, right? The problem I've got is people keep giving me tanks, right? So This is the setup that you guys are on, and you're sitting on a 270-litre tank there.
Oh my days.
It's a put it. People keep giving me tanks. There's about 5 tanks in my backyard, my back garden.
Ah,
I'd rather they sent me fish rather than the tanks. I've got more tanks than fish at the minute.
I wish that was. I wish I was in that situation. I've got some tanks to set up, but I don't have any tanks that are empty with water in it, ready for something. I got a stand. I got to finish building, and then I got my tanks. I got to set up and get going.
Well, you've still got to do angelfish, Jeff, haven't you? That's the one fish you've still never done.
Oh, there's so many I haven't had. I haven't had an angelfish. What else? I haven't had corridoras.
What? What?
No corridoras. No. In fact, I never even had guppies until a guppy type fish until I got my blue star endlers.
I thought I seen a guppy in your better tank you showed earlier. Is there not a guppy in there?
In the betta tank?
Ah,
No, there's no guppies in there. That was a Gardner-eye killifish. I have a pair of Gardner-eye killifish in there.
right.
And the female kind of looks like a female guppy, a good sized female guppy. But the male,
I found the females at the garden night really aggressive. Actually, then the males
they
are
are.
beautiful, but the females are harsh, man. Right?
Oh yeah. Well, they have to be because the male is always trying to breed with her all the time, and then if she doesn't, she has to ward them off every once in a while. But they get along pretty good. That male and female get along good in there.
Little Creek Aquatics in chat.
Hello, Peplin. Welcome. Good to see you.
Evening.
Oh yeah, with that L066 King Tiger, I got a breeding pair of bronze corridoras as well for nothing as well.
Oh, wow.
And-
Nice.
How are you doing your work? We homeschool him, so he's been doing his work today.
Oh,
Nice
okay.
picture there.
Been doing your work, look.
He looks like he's doing really well, by the way, man. That's a nice handwriting there.
Well,
I
then go
wish
get your
I
pen
had
then.
schooling. I would have done anything to have school at home. I absolutely hated being in school. It was terrible. Green Machine Sweden says, funny that the USA is a country that many different states with different laws. EU has a cooperation of different sovereign countries with common laws. Yep. That's true. We have different things here. I mean, every state is different. I know Florida has because Florida has a tropical climate, and they're having a huge problem down there with invasive species. I know that what is it, the reticulated python down there? They're having a lot of problems with that. Because they get out.
Lionfish, all sorts down there. Isn't it?
Oh yeah, lots of really invasive fish and stuff, and then you got pythons eating people's pets and all that. You get all kinds of stuff going on. Yeah, piranhas in the water.
I must admit, my royal python, he's getting quite big now, and I reckon
How big is he?
he's probably 4 going on 5 foot.
Wow, that is a big ball python.
Yeah. And then I've got a 11-year-old corn snake. She's 6.5 foot.
Oh yeah.
So
I almost got a king snake one, California king snake. They're the black and white banded ones.
they're nice there.
Yeah, I almost got one once, but then of course the wife did intervene on that.
I had a phobia of snakes until I got one.
I prefer lizards over snakes, to be honest. To be fair with you, but
I've got plenty of them as well.
yeah.
That's how I got over my fear of dogs, Arnold. I had a phobia of dogs when I was a kid, so my mum bought one. Got me over the phobia real quick.
Yeah, how many tanks you got at the moment then, Keith?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 set up, and then I've got another 4 sat around. I've got this is a 5-footer. I've got another one just outside the shed, and then I've got a 7-footer that side, but it won't fit in here. So
You got a 7-footer. Wow.
So you could do with a few more, really, couldn't you?
yeah, definitely, yeah. I'm thinking of moving. But
That's why you're on this show for.
that's it, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
did somebody drop Keith's link? One of the mods drop Keith's link in the chat,
Oh,
just in case there's one not following him so far, because it's a really interesting gentleman. I really like his show.
Yes.
I said earlier in the stream, I do like his raw attitude to just doing the fish keeping and keeping it real and all the rest of it. So I've been following it. I've hit the bell, and I would recommend everyone to do the same. Man, it's good. It's a good channel, man.
Mm-hmm.
When I first started the YouTube channel, I had 3 tanks, three of them. That's what started the YouTube channel, and I'm now saying 30 tanks later.
30? Did you say?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's more than
Yeah.
I have, but I have like 27 or 28, I think. And
I've got
not
screw loose.
right.
But no, I've got an empty tank at the moment, which I've got to scapegoat for my keyhole cichlids.
Oh, I like keyholes, man.
Oh,
Yeah, I got 4 of them for nothing as well.
For nothing.
Do you know if you get male and female of those?
I think there's 2 of each.
Oh,
So,
nice.
and then I got a German blue ram. I got him for nothing as well. I got a discus. I got a discus for nothing as well.
Now that's
Fish are
that's amazing. Discus are a pricey fish too here. I mean, that you get a small one, you're talking, $60-$70.
50 quid he was when the person bought him. So,
And that Green Machine Sweden is talking about the invasive species. I don't mean to interrupt you. I just want to respond to him. If a species is invasive in Italy, well, yeah, that's the way it is here too. I mean, there's some plants that are prohibited in the northern regions of the United States because if it's invasive in a colder climate, they won't let us have it. So I think that's similar to what you're saying right there, actually.
Hi, Ben.
Well, that's what we can get away with keeping a lot like the Chana species that other places can't keep. We get away with it because they wouldn't survive in the local waterways. Snakeheads.
Yeah.
They used to be I remember back in the 70s and 80s, we used to have those in the pet shops here, but they've been banned. Snakeheads.
So we've got Elaine in chat as well.
Hi, Elaine. Good evening.
No, I think I've seen Vince too. Hello, Vince.
Yeah, Vince is here as well.
Hello, my cupcake.
Yeah. We used to have a snakehead.
Oh,
We used to have a snakehead. Yeah, we used to have a snakehead. He just got too big.
I wouldn't mind a tank with a couple of them rainbow snakeheads. Seen them?
Yeah, he wasn't. I don't know what was he, Sab? Was he a rainbow? Not sure.
There's a guy in one of the Facebook groups that's got a pair of rainbow snakeheads in a tank, and they are just so impressive, man.
Take care, Tara.
The whole tank.
Thank you.
I like a busy tank. I like a lot going on. Do you know? You can't really keep anything with them. They take my breath away every time, man.
I'll tell you what, I'm jealous of in your Malawi tank.
Go on.
Is your blue dolphins.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty cool, isn't they? They are pretty cool, man.
I could never ever get mine to be any bigger than that.
To be fair, I'm going to hold my hands up, right? When it was given to me, that was one of the things that set it off. A lady couldn't keep them anymore, so can you take these fish on? And that's why I did the whole thing. And he was already about, I'm going to say 3 to 4 inches, but he's about 6 inches now, man. He's doing really, really well.
got the hump as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the blue dolphins. Those are nice. I almost got those at one time.
we can do a trade, Daniel, if you want.
What are you trading for?
I'll send you an Arsenal shirt.
I thought so. You can keep it, man. You can keep it.
What about if it's signed?
You know what?
Oh,
It almost said, like you said, I'm going to send you an arsehole. Is that what you? Did you hear that?
I'll
Somebody
trade
said
you
he's
to
gonna
your
send you an
Pepper How's that, man?
Oh God, man! Well, you got to have a laugh there, haven't you? You got to have a laugh.
Yeah.
Easy to laugh when you're top of the league, isn't it?
Well, we're relying on you guys now. You've got to do us a favour, mate.
I wouldn't. The prognosis is not good.
And I take it, Keith, you're a Liverpool supporter?
No, Tranmere.
Oh, Tranmere.
He's over
Yeah.
the river, man. He's over the other side of the town, man.
I remember a couple of FA Cup games, I think, way back. And they did give the teams a good run in, I think. Tranmere did.
We got the nickname the Deadly Submarine, didn't we? Because our manager said Liverpool and Everton are like big cruise liners, but Tranmere were a deadly submarine.
That's why he says the fish keeping, man.
Yeah. Oh, dear. Wow.
Is it water change time for Jeff? It's getting pretty close. Yeah, the tank behind me here, right back here. It needs some algae clean on it, and
That's a fish floating there, isn't it, Jim?
what's that?
Fish is floating there, isn't it?
No, there's no fish float. No, not yet.
Could not resist.
I got the different stream elements going right now. I noticed it popped up saying "Welcome to the Around the World Fish Keepers." I don't have it. I changed it for our last stream, and I forgot to change it back. I was wondering why Adele was saying "huh" because it came on. It said "Welcome to Around the World Fish Keepers," and then she said,
Now
huh?
that's what I would like to get, an alligator gar.
Oh, I've had one before. I had a small one once. They're cool, but you got to keep guppies on hand or something to feed them because they're. I mean, you could probably get them onto the frozen food maybe, but
Used to feed them lance fish.
What kind of fish?
Lance fish.
I don't know what that is.
You can buy it. You can buy it frozen. You can buy a big slab of lance fish, and yeah, you just chuck it in there. But you got to make sure you have a good lid because they like to pop out every now and then.
I went to pick up a tank off a guy once, right? And he's like, "Do you want to come out and see my shed?" Right? His shed was the size of my kitchen, right? And it had a full pool in it, right? There were gar in it, red-tailed catfish, all sorts of things, man. And he just jumped in the tank. And he was moving about all these fish and stroking and all the rest. I was dying for him to say, "Do you want to jump in, man?" I'd have jumped in fully clothed and everything. Man. He never invited me, man. I'd have loved to have jumped in there, stroking that, man.
We have George Aquaballs in the chat. Hello, George.
George, evening.
I'm gonna show you a red-tailed catfish if I can find it.
Oh,
yeah.
Right, let's have a look. Do you know I hate adverts?
that's why you pay for YouTube, man.
There he is.
Oh yeah. Those things get money.
Wow.
Nice.
Sounds that.
Yeah. Do you know what? We had to go down the local fishmonger and get him a place fillet. And yeah, we used to just hang it over the top and just go ping, like that. Gone straight away. Yep.
Keith's mentioning something here that no crayfish species are allowed in Pennsylvania. You know, I found that I was talking with Veteran Aquatics. He stopped his video. I think he just started his video channel back up, but I was talking to him about it because I found that to be really odd because Pennsylvania, that's only about 700 miles from Michigan. I'm wondering why they don't allow any of those there. I mean,
only 700 miles, he says, man.
Well, yeah, that's not,
miles plus is a different.
yeah, that's only a couple, just a couple states away.
continent.
Only about 2 or 3 states away from us, but yeah, we can go from coast to coast. It's 3,000 miles. But that's weird how he has that.
Yeah, if anyone can put Daniel's channel info in the chat, would be much appreciated.
Don't do that. It's a mediocre channel. You won't have any fun. Just watch Jeff's channel instead.
Here. Yeah, please drop us.
There it is.
Thank you very much.
Super on the case. Thank you, Mandy.
Very nice.
I would have done it, but I'm in charge of the chat. So.
Oh yeah, I keep messing around. I'm sorry, I keep touching. I said,
what's that?
Run the chat, and I keep pressing the thing every once in a while. I keep like, ah.
Yeah, but you aren't called the boss of the mafia for no reason.
I thought it was out. And he
Oh dear, Jeff, you crack me up.
An offer you can't refuse.
I love it.
Jeff is like the most least intimidating person you'll ever met, though. Nicest guy in the world, man. You can't be a clan boss, man.
Yeah, I can't. Nothing to fear here, but fear itself. That's all it is. Yes. Let's see. Well, guys, you know what? I'm looking at the time. We've been going now for nearly 3 hours. I know the missus is probably getting starving upstairs. I probably need to get supper around soon. So I think we probably should wrap this meeting up. What do you say?
Yeah, it's been good.
It's been a wonderful time. I mean, if I didn't have obligations to do, I could go on and on because I'm having a good time. But we'll have to do this again. Have Daniel back on here just at any time as soon as possible. I mean,
the four amigos.
That's right. We have the
there you go.
Right.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah, well, thanks for inviting me. I've had a nice time. Definitely do it again.
Oh, definitely.
Really appreciate it. Great talking to you guys, but yeah, I'll probably need to shoot off as well, man.
Yes, I'm going to wrap it up here. Daniel, thank you so very much. It's been an honor having you here. And you know, it's been a long time. I'm glad we were able to do this. And Keith, thank you so much for your being here and having your nice display and everything. And I enjoyed it,
Jeff, as always.
Yes, you'll be on here again. And of course, I got Arnold up here. He's my wingman. He's taking care of the chat and stuff, and he does a lot of work on the channel.
You make me blush, Jeff.
Oh, that's all right. Go ahead and turn red. That's all right. Does a lot of work. Here.
Well, it's definitely, like I always say, it's definitely a project that we need to work on. This live stream.
Oh yeah.
Because it opens so many doors for people, and I've met so many people through it. And
yes, that's what I love about it. A great group of people in here in the chat. I just love it. So thank you all very, very much. And you have to remember now to feed yourself. I have to feed my wife, but you always have to feed your
addiction.
That's it. That's right. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Have a good one.
Have a wonderful week and weekend, and we'll see you next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Take care, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.